Let's see if it works this time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not gonna do the intro until I see it actually show up.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. All right. So on the YouTube live studio, we are live. However, pause.
On the layperson YouTube, you are not.
Yeah.
Why is the chart like to use the chart pick? Works.
Yes. Yes. Upstairs.
Do you guys upset the alphabet?
What about the alphabet?
I'd put you and I together.
Wait, save the good jokes for when we're actually streaming.
I feel like we need to redo the Aunt Sally
Yeah,
bit
probably.
because
Right?
that would probably be a really funny TikTok.
I actually, so I did get that because my OBS is separate, like completely separate. I'm not streaming, but I can still do my backtrack. So I actually did clip that.
Nice.
So we don't even have to redo it because I have the genuine first thing.
Nice. Yeah, I keep refreshing y'all's YouTube channel and it. Like all it's showing is last week's live.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even really know how it even shows up. Like, cause last time it was just a pop up on my phone.
Yeah, so we get a little red ring around our channel icon, and it says live.
Oh, kind of like on the TikTok.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit. And there was the slight delay from when you stopped to jump back after the stream key. What is going on?
You broketed the Googles.
Broke it, the YouTubes. Hey babe, can you text me what you want from Taco Bell?
Yeah, I will.
Cheese
Thanks, bud.
Bonita Crunch.
No, it's Black Bean Crunchwrap Supreme.
See, okay, so it's saying we're live here, public.
Oh, yeah, you're live now.
Okay, yeah, for some reason it changed our visibility to unlisted and not public.
Weird.
Okay, cool.
Y'all-
We
y'all
are good to
definitely
go
live now.
All right, well, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream.
for the third time. We trying to get this right?
Something like that. Sorry for the weird intro. We tried going live 3 times, so anyway. Hello, welcome to the stream. I am Bunny Warcrime,
I am Captain Warcrime.
and we are here joined by our lovely associates today. We got Billy, Ash, and Unky Ducky, and I don't think we have anything planned for tonight.
Now we're just gonna kind of wing it and see what happens.
Wing it. And I'm not gonna ask Ash to read us stuff from Reddit because she is feeling a bit under the weather and also is going to get Taco Bell. So
If anybody wants anything from Taco Bell, just go ahead and put your order in the chat. Ash will get it for you. It may be a
I'm
little
like-
bit expired by the time it gets mailed to you, though. So
gross.
do it at your own risk.
I am
I'm about to
genuinely
taste better with age.
curious what everybody's Taco Bell orders are, though.
So I will go first because I'm the most important, obviously. I get 3. Okay, this is my order before. My stomach is not as big as it used to be, so I can't eat as much. But my order from Taco Bell before was 3 soft tacos with extra cheese, a Crunchwrap Supreme, the nachos and cheese, like just where they give you like the chips and the little cup of cheese. I would get 2 of those, and then the cinnamon twists. But now I can't eat as much, so I don't order the Crunchwrap Supreme, and I usually can't finish everything that I get.
So I just get whatever the $5 fill-up box is with the Baja Blast. Because I am cheap and there's enough food in there for lunch for me. So $5, and you get a Baja Blast, and you get enough food to fill you up for lunch. It's a win-win.
If we keep talking about Taco Bell, I'm gonna order it.
Well, just put your order in the chat. Ash will pick it up, and when we go up there next month, she'll have it for you.
I'll put it in the freezer.
Doesn't
That
go
way
bad,
it stays
though.
fresh.
Ew, Taco Bell from the freezer?
It'll get reheated.
Ew.
Oh, by the way, if anybody is wondering why Ash sounds like she smokes 16 packs of Luckies every single day, she got sick again. She needs to invest in vitamin C supplements and increase her
I'm
immune
taking
system.
the vitamin C.
No, you need to make. I wrote it down the other day. I was in a TikTok live, and it was like raw honey, garlic. What was the other thing?
I don't know, but those two
Something
ingredients
else.
don't go together.
Something else. A packet of Earl Grey tea, and then hot water. Hello, Apex Shooter.
But yeah, no, garlic and honey don't sound too good mixed together.
It's actually like a.
Food here, though.
It's actually like
have
a
you guys-
really. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No. All you.
No, go ahead.
All you.
No,
you.
go ahead. You,
No,
you
no, you.
first.
No, you hang up first.
Fine. The whole garlic, like garlic and honey thing. So garlic is a really good antiseptic. So it helps clear out like bacterial infection, and it can help support the healing from a viral infection. And then the honey is really soothing to the throat and helps kind of cut the astringentness of the garlic. So it's actually been used for like centuries as a basically an antibiotic.
Yeah, it still doesn't sound like it goes good together.
I think it would be delicious.
All right, everybody ready to get this shit show on the road and start playing?
I think so.
Get
So
this fucking circus popping.
I think I need to get a fidget spinner so I stop playing with my hair all the time. And then I just found this chain. So if you see me playing with something, it's just this chain. That's all.
Okay, Billy, we were just about to search for a game and you left?
It literally kicked me. Can I get an invite? And then we'll get the circus going.
It's start, find, match, and Boots Bagoots left the party.
There we go. There we go.
Boots, Magoots, Chicago, Illinois. 60653.
I've actually never been to Chicago outside the airport.
I've never been to Chicago at all.
I've been to Chicago, and when you went to the bean.
Did you touch the bean?
No, I did one better. I walked up to it and I flicked it.
Like the bean?
I flicked the bean.
In public?
In public, there was hundreds of people around.
That's hot.
You dirty,
You gotta be a
dirty
bigger
boy.
streamer to get away with that.
Yeah, I wasn't live at the time. I'm pretty sure there were people there who were like on TikTok Live or Facebook Live or whatever because they were talking to their cameras. Either that or they were just recording videos. And no, we're not doing this map. Is the night map. Nobody wants to play that one.
Fuck
And,
that bullshit.
Yeah. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure, somebody out there has live footage of me flicking the bean in Chicago.
Wouldn't that hurt though? Because it's like metal.
It it wasn't as pleasurable as people say.
Gotta try anything once, though,
Yeah, absolutely.
Did the bean enjoy it? That's the real question.
I'm not one for cuddling after, so I didn't stay and ask. Why? No.
Reciprocate, though.
I just realized that it changed our whole filter on the hardcore plays and put control back in there. No, only TDM domination.
Yeah, I think it did that to me last time.
Sorry. Maybe third time's a charm with this freaking game.
I hadn't played in a month. I had to go in and reset all kinds of shit.
All right.
That and a 30 gig download freaking update.
Oh yeah, for season 4, they added a couple maps, characters.
A few guns too. The SMG is pretty interesting.
I haven't unlocked it yet. I'm just letting the battle pass do its automatic thing, so it just kind of goes wherever. I don't really care. But after I finish this level, I think it's gonna move me to the ISO 45, the new subgun.
Nice.
And
I think
with all the double
Yeah, I
XP
think I got-
tokens
oh,
active,
sorry.
we should be good.
and it's double XP event. You know, I extracted it almost immediately out of the DMZ. I like to play Tarkov Light, you know.
Yeah.
But I got the SMG like right away, and I was like, I'm extracting right now. I don't even care.
Yeah. We should
Abandoned my
definitely hop in a
team.
DMZ game at some point.
Well, oh, I was gonna say, if you guys want to do that, I can just read us Reddit stories tonight. I don't have to play.
Ah, it's no big deal. Did anybody else see that Ludwig is on our team?
I missed that.
Yeah.
Trying to know who that is?
Ludwig 50. He's a big Twitch streamer. I highly doubt that's actually him. But
You
it's
never know.
just interesting.
You never know. I think I was probably supposed to set up a new gun anyway.
This is a new infill animation for this map. I haven't seen this one before.
Yep. I'm kind of about it.
Yeah.
It almost makes this map not sufferable.
But I did bring up Am I the Asshole stories on Reddit, so what I could do is I could read some titles, and if there's any that seem fun to you guys, I could read them. And then we could decide if I am the asshole.
Secure Bravo.
And I'm about it. I embarrassingly just missed the door entirely. I stuck in the
Bravo
basement.
secure.
Alright, so I got a guy over here.
I was trying to find some of those Am I the Asshole Reddit stories last week, and they were all just lackluster. Like, they were just very clearly like, yes, you are an asshole.
You are.
Am I
in
the
fact,
asshole, guys? I was
the
walking down the
asshole.
street the other day and I saw this puppy and it got in my way,
Absolutely.
so I punted it. Am I the asshole or is the puppy the asshole? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
A puppy shouldn't have been standing there.
Securing objective
Like, they weren't
Bravo.
even like I feel like the ones that are really good are the ones that are like a little bit controversial. Wow, I can't talk.
Yeah.
The enemy has captured two
But like, they were all just like, I didn't go to my boyfriend's sister's ex-husband's third marriage. Am I an asshole? And it's like, what?
Oh.
You're just trying to get on someone's friggin' YouTube video.
Duck, don't push. Back up. Okay, you're good.
I'm
Good.
gonna sort it by top
Secure Bravo.
for this month.
Top upvotes or?
We are taking Bravo.
I'm assuming. Also, I think I might actually just read Reddit tonight. I don't know why. I'm not really feeling called Cadadoody. Cadadoody.
Overhead.
Okay, that's fine.
So this car next to me is blasting that Insane in the Membrane song, and I'm kind of about it.
Insane
No,
in
you
the
know what
mem-
you need to go listen to? Like, if obviously you weren't on the Discord on your phone. Every Time We Touch by Electric Callboy. They did a great fucking job covering that song.
Securing Charlie.
I made a TikTok about it. If anybody didn't see it, shameless plug to go watch my TikTok. Also, I
Gonna say
posted
that sounds familiar.
The enemy holds objective.
I posted a thirst trap and only left it up for 10 views, and then I was like, I'm taking this down.
On your six.
I was gonna say,
Okay,
I
trap
heard about
or a
the remake of that
different
song,
trap?
but it was from your TikTok.
Yes, it was my TikTok. It gave my life meaning again.
Securing objective Bravo.
I can't find a route out of sea that they don't have a sniper watching.
We are losing Charlie.
Yeah. Now they keep. There's one in the mast of the sunken ship on the right side of the map. Trying to see if I can get an angle on
Securing
him.
objective Charlie.
Or I could just fall off the cliff into the water. Good thing I can swim in this one. Alright, he's gone. Somebody got him. Alright.
Yeah.
Oh shit, there's 3 of them coming around the corner on C.
Dude, there's 3 coming on C.
Yep. Yep, they're playing Ookie Cookie.
Kill one.
They have both sides of B covered. Like the staircase, it's they're dug in hard. They have the shields up and everything.
So my ADHD manifests in that way of like, I find a topic interesting, so then I get stuck of I have to learn everything I can about that topic until the next thing catches my attention. And so currently the topic that is stuck in my head is I think I can say it on YouTube. Psychedelic therapy.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine to say. We're good there.
Okay. Well, because it's legally done. You know, it's a form of therapy. So.
Dude, I'm whiffing shots today.
Target down.
But I've been doing like, I don't know if I'd call it research, but I've been watching a lot of videos about psychedelic therapy, and I'm like really interested in it.
I think that's super cool and actually really interesting. Just some of the positive effects, and ironically, I was actually just talking to Ash about this not too long ago. It was about like the berserkers, like Viking berserkers and whatnot. And basically, there is this one psychedelic mushroom that if you take like in a microdose, it basically gives you like an ethereal projection on yourself as if you're like 10 feet tall. Now I know for you too, that's pretty normal.
Yeah, that's my everyday life.
Yeah.
But it's just pretty interesting that just the way that the berserkers would control the battlefield, like, and that is a substance that they used.
Impact. Go ahead.
Is that why there's that one TikTok of the girl saying, "Did you know that all the Vikings were high when they went into battles?"
We're losing Bravo.
Yes.
We're losing Charlie.
Because I did not watch it. I didn't watch it, and I didn't watch the response that I saw. I have come across it a couple times already of like the girl starting it, and then the stitch starts, and I'm just like, don't have time for this.
On your 6.
Nobody got time for that.
We are taking Alpha.
I got bronchitis.
Objective Bravo is compromised.
I do have
Take your
bronchitis.
I don't want to be that guy, but I'm starting to think this one dude isn't legit. Like, he's pre-fired me like twice
Where's he at?
from across the map. He is in B.
I was having that issue yesterday when I was playing Call of Duty that I was just getting a ton of people that were making impossible shots,
Oh,
like
It's
shit.
good.
Through-
It's good.
like through walls and stuff. And I'd watch the replay because I'm like, there's no way you actually hit me. And it's like shows the bullet going like 3 feet and then the other direction. You're like, why did that register in the hitbox?
Okay, wait. So now I have a question.
How come
When
she
we-
has never played Call of Duty with us?
Well, that's kind of where my question was going. My question is, when we build Billy's computer for him, does that mean that Ash can play on the Xbox while we play?
Absolutely.
I mean, I was kind of asking them.
No,
I mean,
I wasn't
I
giving them an option.
I suck at playing Call of Duty on like consoles, but I am very good at playing Call of Duty Mobile.
Ready for tasking.
Nobody said you had to be good, or I wouldn't be allowed here.
I'm
There's video
like,
evidence of one of us sucking at all times.
Two objectives secure.
That's very, very true.
Very true.
Look, guys, I'm trying to
You
get
know,
better.
like that's the thing though. Ash is literally amazing at like mobile games.
I'm like,
Always wins, always number one, and she, I mean, not trying to be mean, but like can't really do well with the two thumbstick style games.
no, I suck at those. But I'm like one level below Grandmaster on Call of Duty Mobile for this season.
Requesting close air. Target
Can I? Okay, I wasn't sure if I could shoot that through the box.
Enemy securing Charlie.
Wow. Dude's
I
literally
think I pushed
camping
too
at the
far.
top
We
of
may
a
have
ladder. Nah, I still spawned at C, but
Alright, I'm gonna jump out for at least a couple of games. I might get back on, might get back on the game in a little bit, but I'm gonna read some Am I the Assholes?
like, look at this shit. Camping the top of the fucking ladder. Like a bitch.
Also, I'm gonna order Taco Bell. What would you like?
No Taco Bell. We just had dinner.
But cinnamon twist.
Exactly.
No, if anything, she
And
could
Diablo
Instacart
sauce.
some lemon bars.
Can I?
I love lemon bars.
Is this a legal move?
All right,
I love
before we
lemon.
determine that,
No, not Instagram.
y'all fellas want to jump into some DMZ? See what happens?
Sure.
Sure, I'm in.
See what it do? What it do?
The real
Do you
question
hear
is,
that?
what do you want more? Taco Bell or lemon bars?
See, lemon bars, there's a much smaller risk of me ending up in the bathroom at some point crying about my life choices. So,
Did it not bring y'all with me?
I don't think so.
All right, I'm gonna kick
My
y'all from the
options
party
were
real
squad
quick.
Fill off and drink DMZ alone. That's what mine says.
the only issue, though, is that I don't know that they're necessarily going to have them.
All right, I'm kicking
So you
both
could
of
get,
y'all.
like,
I'm
a-
shooting y'all the invite.
Gonna
I mean,
have
you
to
could
get a
like
few-
a box of lemon bars, like a mix, and then you'd have an entire tray of lemon bars.
Well, I think what we have to do is we have to get a couple backup options, like vanilla
Brownie.
iced lemon flavored loaf cake. Then probably like some kind of candy just in case, you know?
Cream puffs.
Oh my god.
Try send that again, Alex.
1 second.
See
Okay.
if they
All
have
right. So
cream
Billy
puffs.
is with me.
They have like the little frozen ones.
The frozen cream puffs.
Yeah, like the Belgian mini
Alright.
cream puffs.
There we go.
Oh,
Now we're here.
those are good. I like eating those frozen.
Okay. Do you want anything from the store?
You get lemon bars.
I got lemon bars.
That's all I really want.
Okay. And then I got backup lemon cake.
Ooh, unless
And
you want to
then-
get some monsters for tomorrow morning, so we don't have to hit the gas station.
Yeah.
Ooh, pro game move right there.
All right. Match bake.
This guy over here, he's real smart, I have to say.
Sometimes.
What are we doing tomorrow?
Relaxing.
No. I got so much college work I have to do.
I haven't relaxed in 15 years.
Liquid Death has an iced tea now?
Ew.
Yeah.
Is it any good?
I've seen them. I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, okay.
I haven't brought myself to try Liquid Death yet.
So I have to try new drinks, like whenever I see them, right? So I've tried almost all of the Liquid Deaths. The only one that I can't find is their green one. and I think that's the one that I probably like the most, which is their like lime water.
So the lime one and the mango, I think, are the best.
Yeah, but I mean, their plain water is just that. It's water in a can for like $2
I like their mango one. That one's yummy.
Do you want sauerkraut with your lemon bars? Sounds delicious. Oh, so the other night, we had made these like, what were they, like keto cookie dough balls?
Yeah.
And they were just like, they were a little dry, they were a little lacking because, you know, keto. But Alex was like, let me try something, and he comes back with one of my little tiny bowls that we usually put sauces in. And I was like, what did you get? And he goes, oh, soy sauce. I thought maybe it would be good with it, because that's what we normally put in there, is like a soy sauce or like a like the dumpling sauce that you get or whatever. And I'm like, soy sauce? And he's like, yeah, you want to try it? And I'm like, yeah, I think so. I do. And so he dips a little in and puts it in my mouth, and it was like maple syrup, like keto maple syrup, and I was like, that is not what I expected the soy sauce to taste like at all.
By the way, we don't have to go there. It's just that was one of my missions, was I had to ping a contract.
I gotcha.
I'm just following Billy.
I have a stronghold key, and this character's pretty set up, so...
Yeah, I see that. You already have a 3-plate.
So I just
Right
went
side.
through. I just went through the checkpoint to get back towards our house, and this youngin walks out of the guard shack, like, no hat on. I really don't give a crap.
Oh my god, I fucked up.
And he like checks my ID, goes, all right, have a great night, salutes, and then walks back in, and all I hear him say is, I forgot my hat, and that was a fucking officer. Shit. I'm just like, dude, I really don't care. Boy.
I got a stronghold key as well, if you guys want to do the stronghold nearby.
Yeah, where's the closest one?
It's right yonder. Hang on.
Well, we
See,
can't
here's-
stand, so.
Here's the only issue with you guys playing DMZ is like that's actually a game type you have to like talk to each other.
Not really.
Okay.
Only a little bit.
All right. I'm gonna read some of these titles, and then just if anybody wants to hear more, let me know.
Oh, wait, there's more.
Am I the asshole for returning a birthday gift I got from my boyfriend after he insulted me about my colorful past?
Smash.
What?
Would you say smash?
Are you smashing on the colorful pass? Or are you smashing to Kyle wanting to play DMZ? Because, bro, get on.
FKC, what are you doing with your life?
He's working night shifts.
Oh, let me screw that up.
So I'm confused. Am I reading this one?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This happened last night, but my phone is still blowing up. I, female 26, dipped into my savings and got Mike, my boyfriend 27, a PS5 for his birthday yesterday. So I'm gonna interrupt real quick and say my first ex's name was Mike, so I can already tell you that's a huge red flag. Gross.
Shit, there's a shield in there.
He knew he was getting the PS5 because he told me that the PS5 is the only thing he wants. Sounds spoiled. We've been together for 4 years, so the cost didn't matter. That is, until I found out what he thinks about me. Some background: when I was 18, I was involved with Jake, a guy who I met online. We ended things after 3 months, and I moved on shortly after with Adam, a guy from work. There's another red flag, by the way. I found out a couple months later that Jake and Adam were actually really close friends, but I didn't know Jake long enough to meet his friend group, so I had no idea. After finding out, I took some time off dating, and 2 years later, I met my current boyfriend, Mike. I was upfront and honest with Mike about my past and the fact that I was unintentionally involved with friends. He said he understood and my past didn't bother him. Last night at his party, I showed up with the PS5 and him and his friends were screaming with joy. His best female friend Jessica laughed and said, I wish I was a thought so I could afford a PS5 too.
What the fuck?
I looked at her with an excuse me look on my face and she just said, never mind, and walked away. I confronted my boyfriend about it and he said, and I quote,
Hey, stand by
she's
one,
just
guys.
messing with you. You can't take a joke. So I pushed further as to why this girl is even calling me names to begin with and he said, well, everyone knows you were a thought before you met me. I asked him to explain and he said, you know, messing with best friends. He then pat me on the shoulder and said, it's okay because I'm not who I was back then, and if he could get over my colorful past and thought mentalities to give me a chance, then I could get over Jessica's comments and give her another chance. I didn't say anything, I just got up, took the PS5 from the gift table, and left. He was pissed. He literally called me 20 times, but I didn't care. I was so hurt that I took the bow off and took it straight back to the store I got it from. They happily refunded it. I thought that was done, but Mike and all his friends, including Jessica, are berating me for being petty, and they're all saying I brought this on myself by making poor choices. I responded to Mike and told him that he deserves better than me, so find someone who wasn't a thought and get a PS5 from them because I returned it. He started screaming how I'm the biggest asshole for returning it and how I should be happy he ignored my colorful past. Am I the asshole?
No.
Absolutely not.
By the way, I marked Central Station because I got a key for it. So that's where we're. I was gonna head there if y'all were good with it.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think they gave us enough mild and Diablo sauce to like last an apocalypse.
Possible. I'm gonna pick up this bounty hunt contract here on the way.
Ultra One, enemy threat is
Sounds good.
moderate near your location.
So, the top comment by apparently an asshole aficionado. She said, or they said, I'm so confused, but maybe that's because I'm an old lady who got married around the time you were in kindergarten. If anyone was wrong in the Jake Adam incident, it was Adam. You might have dated friends, but he dated his best friend's ex. That's on them to figure out, and Adam's mistake only. 2, where I come from, dating 3 dudes in 7 years does not a colorful past make. I don't know if that's okay to say. Did thought get a new definition since the early 2000s? Not the asshole.
I mean,
I don't know. Like, I don't think she is at all. As soon as that one girl, like, that is blatantly out of line.
Enemy fighter here.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna drop you a little gift here.
Oh, a PS5.
So, right next to you, Captain Warcrime
oh, sweet.
on the ground.
Got it. Yep, just dropped 3 outside the gas station, so we're good to look up in here.
Okay, I'm gonna read the next title, but I actually do want to read this one because I'm interested. So the next title is, Am I the asshole for begging my girlfriend to uphold a sexist tradition just so she can make a good first impression?
Yes.
Got armor
Also
here.
curious.
Yeah.
Continue reading.
I have a big family that's incredibly close. We have big family dinners every few months where we all meet at my great-grandfather's estate and eat together. Typically how this works is that the women go cook for the time they're there and the men don't, which I'm fully aware is sexist as hell. That being said, I'm one of the youngest people in my family, and my protests mean literally nothing.
We're not going in that building.
Some of those women choose not to cook, however, this is usually met with a level of ostracizing. The women who don't cook are...
Is ostracizing when you take your ostrich to exercise?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, somebody pop the exfil. You want to be dickheads and kill it?
Sure.
So it says the women who don't cook are wives and long-term girlfriends, so they kind of already have a good family relationship doctored in. When I've seen new partners not cook, it's gone bad. Like completely ostracized, not speaking, cattiness, rudeness, etc. This dinner will be in 2 weeks, and my girlfriend was asked if she would attend. Initially, she said yes, which is great. I want her to meet everyone and for everyone to get used to her being around, but when I explained to her the tradition, she was understandably bothered. I told her that I understood where she was coming from, however, it was best for everyone if she just played along. I told her this isn't a permanent thing and that I'm only asking her to do this so that she can avoid bad treatment from the rest of the family. This is her first impression, and I don't think it's best if we cause waves. She told me that it's unacceptable and that if she has to do that, she will not be going. I've tried to find a compromise with her on this, but she won't budge and she's pissed at me. She told me that if I think it's acceptable to make her do this, I'm just as bad as everyone else. Well, my point is that she needs to make a good first impression. Am I the asshole?
Enemy operators have extracted a weapons case.
I mean, the way she's going about it, I'd say yes, but like, I don't know.
The smoke might be glitched, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that one either.
I'm a little
That one could
iffy.
go either way.
Yeah, I'm a little iffy because here's the thing is like, I would say generally at like big family events, and I don't think it's necessarily that anybody's told to do it, but a lot of times it does end up where like the women will all kind of go in the kitchen and make food and do whatever, and the guys will go like watch football or play outside, or unless it's like a cookout, and then usually it's the guys are out at the grill and they tell the girls like go do whatever, you know, or like go make the tater salad. Like, I don't think it's that abnormal of a thing to do. I think what's messed up is saying that you have to do it, especially as a new person coming to visit. Like,
Yeah,
when
I was gonna. Go ahead.
oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, that's how, like, I was kind of thinking it, because, like, I don't know, I always feel like when I was dating and stuff like that, I would always ask, like, oh, do you need help in the kitchen, as a way to, like, I don't know, get to know mom, get to know grandma, Aunt Sally, like, just to be kind. So I think it's, like, it's less of, like, the actual act of going to help in the kitchen and more of just the way he proposed it.
Yeah.
Like, instead of saying, like, hey, it'd be super cool to, like, for you to have a, like, few minutes alone to get to know, like, my family and, like, go have a chat with them, instead of saying, like, you need to go cook because you're a woman. I think that's where
Yeah.
the OP kind of failed on that, with the approach.
When I went to go meet Alex's family, like, there was nothing really expected of me. Like, I helped carry stuff in and, like, I helped do stuff while I was there, but nothing was an expectation. Like, I think that's, like you said, that's where the worst part of it is coming in my eyes, is, like, that's an expectation. And then, like, when we eventually go up to visit my parents, like, nobody's gonna be like,
There's a
Ultra
self-free
One
log up
actual.
here. Sorry, go
UAV
ahead.
is returning to
Alex,
base.
you have to go hang out with the guys, and you have to, like, I don't know, do some, like, traditionally masculine thing with the guys, or you're not going to be accepted in the family. Like, that's dumb. Like, yeah, there may be a time that him and my dad go outside and, like, talk about manly stuff like chainsaws and fish or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
But-
did you see the new steel chainsaw that they just came out with? 16 horsepower on that, bud.
That could be something that comes out of my dad's mouth because he loves steel chainsaws. But he doesn't
like-
fish. So.
Mid-caliber rounds.
I feel like when I went to go meet, like, Billy's family for the first time, like, I remember when he took me to dinner at his stepdad's house for the first time, and that was like a weekly, like, every Sunday we went and had dinner at his stepdad's house. And, like, I don't know, I feel like the first, like, couple times we went, I was like, do you need help in the kitchen? Like, can I help cook dinner? Do you need me to, like, peel potatoes? And that's just, like, my nature, is to, like, ask if anybody needs help. Because, like, acts of service is how I show my love. And I very much was told to sit down and eat some M&Ms, which I was okay with.
That was very nice of them.
No, his stepdad's the best.
Do you still need ammo?
Yeah, I think
Right.
Alex's family was way more likely
Yes.
to ask him for help than me, and that's also how it would be at my family. Like, if they make a dinner, they're not gonna be like,
All right, door's unlocked.
they're not
He
gonna
came out.
expect. They're not gonna expect Alex to help. They're gonna expect me to help because I am in the family. Okay.
This is gonna be a really weird question. Can you guys hear me eating?
No.
Okay, good.
So, am I the asshole for leaving my sister's wedding early because she kept my husband out of pictures? That one doesn't really appeal to me. Am I the asshole for getting high so my relatives don't try and pawn their children on me?
No. That's a very, very intelligent thing to do. More coming in the door we came in, guys.
So we don't even need to hear the story. You're just not the asshole.
Yeah.
You're just
Correct.
smart.
Replay carrier just marked it.
All right, Duck, you can pick that one up. I just picked up a 2.
What? Okay. Am I the asshole for leaving my husband at home while I spend the week at my brother's because of how he buys groceries?
Oh my god, I need to hear this one.
Okay. I've been in a committed relationship with my husband for 17 years, and overall things have been great. We've had a few rough patches, but what's important to note is that while he earns more than me and is considered the main provider, I have a substantial trust fund that ensures we're financially stable. I work part-time as a teacher while attending university, earning less than him, and most of my income goes towards tuition. Our household income exceeds $200,000 annually, while the average in our area is below $50K. One ongoing issue we have is my husband's frugality. He likes to control my spending and have the final say on how he uses his earnings. It's worth mentioning that I've never used any of his income, and I have no intention to do so. However, the main point of contention between us is his frequent visits to food banks. Despite having more than enough food at home, he insists on going to food banks to save money. He intentionally looks disheveled and uses our beat-up car to blend in, even though he's never experienced food scarcity. I've explained to him the need for food donations in our community, even showing him social media posts from local food banks, but he remains indifferent. I suggested he volunteer or donate to gain first-hand experience, but he refuses. The unfortunate part is that since we're never short on food, most of what he brings home ends up getting thrown away. Today, I discovered our fridge filled with fresh produce and meat that clearly didn't come from a regular grocery store. When I confronted him, he admitted to going to a food bank after seeing a Facebook post about a donation of fresh food. People on social media were already asking if any was left, and there wasn't. I showed him these comments, but he brushed them off, claiming people should have gone earlier. Exhausted by the situation, I packed a bag and went to stay with my brother for the weekend, asking for space to think things over. My husband accuses me of overreacting, being vindictive, and threatens to go back to the food banks regardless of my feelings. His family is also messaging me, calling me an asshole, and urging me to stop interfering with his choices. I turned off my phone, but now they're bombarding my brother with messages. All I want is to enjoy the rest of my week without being angry at my husband. Yes, I could let this go and not scold him, but the food he takes could have gone to people who truly need it. I'm not leaving my husband, but I need a few days away to gain some clarity. Am I wrong for wanting this space?
No.
Absolutely not. Like, fuck that guy.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
an
she's
asshole.
wrong for
seriously.
not considering divorce because, like,
Yeah.
okay, if he honestly, like, honest to God's, feels like he's in the right to take this food, and she comes to him and says, hey, in my opinion, this is wrong. I don't like that you do it. There are people that need it much more than me, and he doesn't even take that into consideration. Like, she's not even asking him to change the way he feels, just to not do it.
Yeah. No.
I'm just saying, like, you're making beyond 6 figures.
Hey, let's go to this contract right over here.
We got a minute 20.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna kill these guys. It's fucking.
Alright, I'll back to play.
Back to fire!
I don't know. It's just like growing up, I was always like I had the luxury of being food secure, but like my aunt and uncle went through like a pretty rough patch for a couple years. Like my uncle lost his job, my aunt got injured and couldn't work, and like they had to go to a food bank to get like just staples to feed their kids mostly. And it, like I just remember talking to her about how like painful it was to kind of have to admit that they needed the help and stuff like that. And then this guy's just like, oh, free food and I don't have to buy it. Like, screw you, man. Like some people like genuinely need it just to feed their kids, and you're just like, free shit because I don't want to spend money.
We went back inside the train station. We're trying to get to the other side.
Actual to Ultra One. Intel tracked an enemy bomb detonator to your area. Locate and secure it. All Ultra
That's pretty messed up. Like, that's so messed up.
Ultra One, actual.
Yeah.
High winds are pushing
You
in
don't need that. That's not being frugal. That's literally being an asshole.
Yeah.
Charge on
I'm
the
down.
supplies and destroy them.
Come inside.
Crap.
Yeah, but again, like, I feel like regardless of if he's in the right, like, for what he's doing, I think it's wrong that he's not taking into consideration how she feels about it. Because, like, you can't help it if you grew up with some kind of, like, some kind of situation where you always feel like you have food insecurity. Like, that could just be a thing. So, like, can't necessarily blame him if he's got some kind of issue, like, which is why he thinks it's okay. But the issue really comes down to she's telling him that it's wrong and he's not listening to her.
Yeah. I agree.
Like not
Alright.
even entertaining a conversation about it.
Yeah.
Billy, we hit this one.
Moving here.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for kidnapping my baby, causing my husband to have a panic attack?
Yeah, just based off the title, yes.
Yeah.
So
hear her
it's got a rating of not the asshole, so let's see.
19.
Oh god.
I, 29 female, recently started working
Hey,
again.
we gotta bail. We gotta bail. Hey, let's go to that exfil, see if we can call that in real quick. Sorry.
Also, when reading, maybe I should have said, am I the asshole for quote-unquote kidnapping my baby? That might, might change a little bit. Okay. I started working again after having my daughter, who's 4 months. Daycare is too expensive, so my husband, 35 male, reluctantly agreed to stay home. It's important to know that he's been unemployed since 2021. He receives benefits. It's also important to know that he's extremely lazy. He doesn't cook, clean, or help out in any way.
So
I was
how did
nervous.
he get that ring? Sorry.
I was nervous about leaving her home with her father, but I had no choice. When I came back from work, she was clean and sleeping. The next few times I came home, he was either playing with her, feeding her, or out for a walk with her. I was happy. A few days ago, my neighbor told me that as soon as I leave, the baby cries and she cries for hours. My neighbor said that she knocked on our door and he finally answered it. He was sleeping. I concluded that he sleeps all day and right before I come home, he pretends to care for her. I decided to take the day off work. I left home at my regular time, waited 30 minutes, and then went home. Sure enough, he was knocked out asleep with his stupid noise-canceling headphones on. I went to my daughter's room, scooped her up, and took her to my friend's house. I waited about 2 hours and finally called to tell him that I was coming home early. He called me back saying he can't find the baby. He told me that he was going to call the police, but before he did, I told him what I did. He called me an asshole and a lot of other words too. When I got home, his mother was there calming his nerves because he had a panic attack. She also called me an asshole. My husband decided to sleep at her house. Family members are telling me that I'm a terrible person. I know that it was extreme, but I don't know if I would consider myself to be an asshole.
In this instance, no. From the title, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, so update. Sorry, I created this account just to post my story. I'm not a big Reddit user. I missed so many wonderful messages from people. The last few days have been crazy. Once I finally told everyone what happened, many took my side. My ex-husband and mother-in-law still think I'm a jerk. My friend allowed my daughter and I to move in with her, which is nice. We were living in a bad area before, so this can be a fresh start. My ex-husband has not asked to see my daughter for the past week. Online, he's saying how I ruined his youth by trapping him with a baby. I don't care anymore. I'm in a nice routine with my daughter. I took her to the hospital and they found signs of neglect. I explained the situation. The doctor advised me to press charges against my ex-husband. I think I will, but I'm safe. My daughter is safe. Yeah.
So, yeah. Like, glad everyone's safe, but like, when you really think about it, pressing charges against your husband, like, that's just gonna create all new headaches. And you're gonna be the problem in his eyes. He's never going to realize, regardless, that he's a piece of shit.
So, okay.
I'm just saying, like, definitely do it if you feel like it needs to get done. But like, if you're doing it because you want some kind of, I don't know where I'm going. But
If he doesn't have a job, then I don't like the idea of suing him, because then that doesn't get you anywhere, right? Doesn't get you anything. But I'm thinking about the original situation. So, as soon as she came home and saw that he was sleeping, I just don't, like, I guess I don't understand the whole, like, taking her and then, like, waiting and then calling and not just immediately, like, because I think for me, I would have taken her, but I would have woken his ass up and I would have been like, how often is this happening? Like, I think I would have just confronted him and then left. Like, not that he really deserves to have a great time, but I still think that didn't need to happen in that way.
Yeah, it was definitely like a little extreme, but like if you're just like, I get it, like sleeping the baby sleeps, but like, I don't know, the noise canceling headphones, like I freaking sleep with my phone underneath my pillow that has an alert for our daughter's room. I have the baby monitor turned up to high on our bedside table so like we can hear her in the night. Like, I don't know, just the noise canceling headphones as well.
Yeah. It's bothering.
Yeah. Especially at 4 months, like I don't know.
Yeah.
oh, that's at 4 months.
Yeah. 4 months.
Jeez.
That's
And I mean, the doctor looked at the kid and said she has signs of neglect. So, like, it's not like he was doing this and it wasn't affecting the baby. Like, it was.
Like, it wasn't like it happened one time and you're just like, I just needed her to cry it out because she wouldn't sleep kind of thing. It was
Yeah, I think there's.
like you're doing this on a daily basis.
I think every parent out there has done that once, like legitimately. Be like, okay, kid just needs to cry it out and we'll be good to go. But like,
Oh,
if this is
1000%.
yeah, if this is a daily thing, nah. That guy should go
Like-
fornicate under carnal knowledge with himself.
fornicate with his headgear.
Hey.
That is the most PC way of saying that I've ever heard.
We're on
That's
YouTube Live, bro. I
glorious.
mean, you know, you got to be careful with what you say sometimes on here.
Am I the asshole for telling a pregnant woman to sit on the ground instead of giving her my seat?
Yes.
I'm gonna need to hear. No, I'm gonna need to hear more.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with
Because
Warcrime here.
like, what if the dude has like 2 broken legs, right? You know, like.
Yeah, and
He
what if
can't-
she is also like, I'm
What if she's like 1
I'm
month?
pregnant.
Yeah, 1
How do
month
you know?
pregnant.
I'm 4 days pregnant. Okay, stand
I
up, bitch.
found out this morning.
I took the test yesterday, and I get to park in a special parking spot.
Oh, change the topic real quick. I think you showed it to me, or I scrolled across it on TikTok. But if anybody's wanting time off of work, just go down to your local pharmacy and pick you up a COVID test and an orange Fanta.
Yeah,
Orange Fanta tests positive for COVID, and just be like, "Oh, I got COVID."
Yeah.
I don't need another week off. I've already been out for 3 weeks.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure if I came back and was like, "Hey, I have COVID," I'm pretty sure my boss would be like,
Like, here's your
"I'm dragging
214.
Yeah, no kidding.
It kind of sucks because working from home, shit like that doesn't really fly. But like, I could really just take off. So like, I think most of the sick days I've taken have been mental health days, not actual sick days.
Yeah, I got like a random day off. Like, I got a random 3-day weekend. Hey babe, I'm off this Friday. Okay, I'll take off. Sick day.
Yeah.
Yeah, versus I'm over here like, I took a week of leave, ended up in the hospital for a week.
Welcome to the DMZ.
And my boss is like, you can have your leave back. And I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm getting scared because our shopper has not shopped a single item yet. Please don't tell me they're out of everything I ordered.
Dun dun dun.
All right, you can ignore that UAV ping and that stronghold ping. I just had to ping a UAV tower.
Y'all ready for this?
Yep.
I have a stronghold card.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Whenever you guys want to go.
My nephews both graduated from high school this morning, and I wanted to sit up front, so I camped out a bit in front of the entrance. I brought my folding camping chair and my headphones to listen to my show. About 40 minutes before the school would let us inside, a pregnant woman got next to me since somebody let her in line. I assume her partner. She asked me within 5 minutes, politely, admittedly, if she could have my chair, as she was going to have trouble standing the whole time. I said, no, sorry, I need it more. I have bad feet and bad knees, and went back to my things. She asked me again within 2 minutes, and the answer was the same. She, however, got a little mad at me and said she was going to be struggling the whole time and asked her partner to tell me. He asked me himself, politely, and I again responded that sorry, but I need it more, and suggested she could wait in their car or just sit on the ground. At this point, the husband directly called me an asshole, but left me alone. Am I the asshole?
All right, we got a stronghold right there. Oh,
Like, if you
that's a
know-
team.
He just rolled right up on me.
Like, if you know
Suck shotgun.
that you're going to be standing in line and you know that you're going to need to sit your butt down, you'll bring yourself your own goddamn chair.
Do you want to revive him
don't-
and kill him again?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's on our team. He's on our team.
Did anyone see the clip from that? I don't know what the show is, but basically, like,
All right, hop in.
only a couple people know that they're filming, and like, so people do weird stuff and like see how others respond to it. It was like a jury thing.
What do you call it? It's
Oh yeah,
Kind of like
yeah,
a hidden camera show.
what would
but-
you do?
yeah. That's it.
Yeah, I think that's what this clip that I saw was from, but the dude had like metal legs, like as like a,
Amputee?
what do you call it? It was like attached to the back of him, but not like all the time attached, just that he
All right.
had
And we're good now.
like a belt that kept it attached to him, but there were these like metal legs, so he could just sit at any time, didn't need a chair. But like, that's what that pregnant lady needs. Some metal legs.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. Like, those are pretty cool.
Like exoskeleton kind of things?
Lieutenant Dan,
Okay,
you got
hold on.
magic legs.
Hold on, I have to read this comment chain here. So first person responds and goes, OP having their chair there was actually plan B. Plan A was demanding another person waiting in line get on their hands and knees for the pregnant woman to sit on their back. And so somebody responds and goes, if there was a plan B, she wouldn't have been pregnant in the first place.
Not wrong.
Did you guys get the backpack in here?
Names.
Yeah, or there's a 3-plate armor ring on me. I don't want to ping it so that teammate doesn't get it. Red
Orange.
box.
We're seeing increased activity in
Alright,
the
cool,
area.
cool, cool.
Stay sharp.
Armor pouch here.
Okay.
Oh,
Is that downstairs?
yeah, that was downstairs.
Sorry, I'm reading the titles in my head. I'm reading the titles in my head and going, I don't know. That one's not interesting. So, am I the asshole for posting videos of my niece and nephew misbehaving in response to my sister's complaints that I did not want them at my birthday dinner?
Marking contract.
That one doesn't really strike my fancy.
That's like people that, you know, make a request not to have kids at a wedding and then people purposely bring their kids.
Yeah.
It's like, calm down.
Am I the asshole for not attending my graduation party and telling everyone why when they ask?
I mean, who's throwing a party for you if you don't even want to be there?
And that sounds like, honestly, it sounds like something I would do, because I don't like spending time with like random people that other people plan for me to go spend time with, you know?
Yeah.
It's like when you get the crazy mom or crazy mother-in-law that's like, oh, you're like my best friend's daughter's dog to your wedding.
I kinda like this next one though. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for my boyfriend's food and his birthday and getting him banned from a restaurant?
Oh my god, I read that one last week.
Did you?
Yeah, it's a little lackluster for this title, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
But so go for it. I'm interested in what y'all think.
I, 18 female, have been dating my boyfriend John, 20 male, for a little under a year. We have a pretty toxic, free relationship, but there's quite a bit of tension when it comes to me being vegetarian. I've been vegetarian since 11, and I have very strict morals around it. The one thing John has a problem with is me refusing to spend money on meat. Ever since I started making my own money, I swore to myself that I would never spend a cent of it on meat. On our dates, we usually split the bill, and sometimes he pays for it all. I told him if he orders something meat-free, I'd happily pay for both of us, but he never does. When he pays for my food, it's when I've spent money on the activity, normally concerts and festivals. That's me paying 120 plus pounds on tickets, and him spending maybe 50 pounds on food. His birthday was a few days ago, and we went out for dinner at his favorite fancy restaurant. He got the most expensive steak they had, along with a side salad and a bottle of wine. When we finished our food, I asked the waiter to split the bill, and John looked at me shocked. He asked if I was joking, and I said no. Then he told me he thought I was going to pay since it was his birthday, and he didn't budget for the meal. I asked him why he thought I'd pay, since I've been very clear about my rule, but he couldn't give me a reason other than it being his birthday. I told him I'd pay for the wine and the side salad, but he needed to pay for the steak. He was furious with me and stormed off to the bathroom. I paid for my meal, the wine, and the salad, and waited for him to come back. He didn't. After waiting for 20 minutes, I left. I found him sitting on a bench near where we parked the car. I asked him why he left and reminded him he needed to pay. He looked shocked when I said that and asked me if I didn't pay. I told him I'd paid for everything but the meat, and he lost it. He started yelling at me, telling me I was selfish, that I needed to grow up. I stayed calm and told him we needed to go back and pay. He scoffed and walked away. I ended up driving home without him. Now he's saying it's my fault that he can't show his face in his favorite restaurant since he dined and ditched. It's a pretty small restaurant, so he'd 100% be recognized and kicked out. So, am I the asshole?
I mean, it was his birthday.
What a stupid stance, though. Like, let's just be real.
Yeah.
I'm such a vegetarian that I won't pay for meat. Get out of here.
So my thing is, okay, she's 18 right now, so she can have this viewpoint because they're just boyfriend, girlfriend, that's whatever. She doesn't have to pay for meat. If they ever get married and they do any kind of like, basically where their money becomes shared, she's going to be spending money on meat. Like, that's going to happen. And even if she doesn't spend the money on meat, if you think about it, like, things even out, right? So like one person pays for a bill, the other person pays for groceries, this person pays for whatever, like, you're technically going to be putting money towards meat, so you either need to find somebody who's also a vegetarian to be with, or you need to get the fuck over it. I'm sorry, I don't think that she's necessarily the asshole, but I also don't think that she's in the right. I just think she's dumb.
Dumb works.
I mean, like, when Billy and I first met, I was eating vegetarian and then kind of switched more towards like a flexitarian diet because I was dealing with what I thought was health issues. Learned later in life, it was anxiety. Legit. But, like, I mean, we still went out to dinner. Like, I don't give a crap what you ate.
Yeah. Now, somebody in the comments did bring up the fact that he did pick the most expensive steak dinner without talking to her about it and making sure she was okay with it. So, like, when Alex and I went out for my birthday, I think I asked, like, specifically because well, actually, when we went in there, I said, I'm paying for this because I didn't want to have him pay for something just because it was my birthday. So, I was like, I'm going to, like, specifically not get an extra appetizer, like I'm not gonna get like a dessert or anything, although we did get dessert. It was really good too.
Delicious.
But like still, we discussed things like that and I didn't even expect him to pay for me. I went in there expecting for me to pay even though it was my birthday. So
I
it's
went
like
to the wrong fucking place.
yeah, I just I think it's stupid.
God damn, I'm gonna get downed. Oh, shit.
Taking effective fire.
What are other Reddit, what are these things called? Like boards? Reddit boards?
Threads, posts.
Reddit threads, yeah.
How do I see what other ones
Ultra
are?
One, a squad mate is down. You are taking
Announcements.
effective fire.
Aw, be amazed. Creepy. Damn, that's interesting.
God damn.
Coming, Doug. Stop using it. Okay, never mind.
They came out of here like crazy.
Yeah, I gotta get onto the roof of the stronghold to upload this fucking hard drive.
I unlocked the front door.
Okay.
Ultra One, intel confirms the scavenger is near your location. Stay frosty.
I found a ladder.
Okay.
Ultra One, a squad mate is down. You are taking effective fire. Ultra One, a squad mate is down. You are taking effective fire.
Is that a player or?
I'm uploading right now. I can't see
Signal,
shit.
Ultra One. Secure the perimeter until the upload is done.
Oh. Sorry, I'm just looking to see if there's other threads that might be fun to go through. A lot of them are like pictures though, so I can't like read y'all a picture. Why is it taking our shopper so long to like put something in the cart?
They're high as shit.
Might be. 5 items in progress.
Upload is almost done, guys.
Nice.
Alright, we're good.
Actual to Ultra One. Transfer complete. Good work.
Large backpack on me. I don't want to tag it because of.
Yeah. The dude we killed and then brought back with us.
Yeah.
Ooh, I have an Am I the Asshole? That sounds pretty interesting.
In your area. Locate and secure it.
Go for it.
Okay, am I the asshole for telling my wife to make her own plans? My wife is currently plans. My wife is currently a stay-at-home mom with our daughter. I work from home 8 to 5, but go in the office once every other week. At least one weekend every month, I like to go out for 3 hours to play Pokemon Go events, usually from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. I also have been to 2 travel events for the game over the last year, both times consisting me of being gone for 2 days. My wife insists that it's not fair that I get to go out and do what I want. Loves to sightsee and travel, when she's stuck at home. I've never told her no to watching our child, but I can't control that she never makes plans just for herself to go out and to go out. I've repeatedly told her that if she wants to go out, just tell me a date and make sure I don't have any plans, but she doesn't. Am I wrong for not making plans for her? Edit. As many have asked, I do make time just for us as a couple. We have at least one date night each month where our 6-year-old daughter is with our sitter or overnight at grandma's. We also do regular family outings such as Legoland once a month while our passes are still good. Am I the asshole?
No.
Fuck this asshole on his goddamn riot shield.
Cool.
I don't know what the story was, but if somebody tries to make me make plans, I don't really like them. So, I'm gonna go with the person who didn't want to make plans.
Deploying decoy.
See, how do I find?
Find him yet?
No, I'm stuck in a corner right now because it just threw a fucking grenade at me. I was behind a wall. How did that hurt me? He's probably above us, by the way.
Oh, I found him. Jesus. Whew.
Got him?
Ultra One, the scavenger is EKIA. Secure any equipment you need.
Oh, there's enemies. Like, legit, like, human player enemies here.
Field upgrade active here.
Well, let's find out where they are.
UAV is online.
There they are.
Okay, I'm gonna read you guys about some different Reddit subreddits and tell me if any of these sound interesting.
Okay.
Ask Reddit. This subreddit is full of interesting and thought-provoking questions that could be like the basis for a good conversation. For example, you could choose a question like, what's the most bizarre thing you've witnessed in public? Then we have unsolved mysteries, which is like true crime and mystery and stuff like that.
That sounds cool.
Tales from retail. Subreddit is full of funny and often bizarre stories from people who work in retail. Humans being bros. It's heartwarming and uplifting stories of people doing good deeds for others. And then relationship advice, full of stories about people's relationship problems.
Activity is increasing near your location. Stay alert.
Any of those sound fun?
I also have one that is reasons my toddler has cried today.
I like the tales from retail. Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Let's talk about Karen.
Alright, I'm gonna do top from this month, so they'll be semi-recent, but also good. Oh, he found everything? Oh yeah, okay. Also, I'll have to get up in about 10 minutes to go get our lemon bars.
Yeah, let's start making our way back towards the university to exfil over there, because we're in between that exfil and the radiation zone.
So I never worked like
So the one that's 300 meters up.
Yeah.
like clothing stores, but I do have some funny tales of working in food service and fast food.
I worked at a gas station, a grocery store, a video rental store, a cell phone kiosk in a mall.
Ultra One, enemy threat appears low in your area.
Work any other retail jobs?
I was a store manager at CVS. That was
What does
fun.
CVS stand for?
Consumer Value
Ultra
Store.
One, we're seeing increased activity.
I
in
learned
the
that
area.
on
Stay
TikTok.
sharp.
I did too.
Know that.
Actually, no, I learned
know
that
that.
at trivia night.
I'm gonna pop this UAV real quick. That's the only reason why I'm going into the stadium.
I got a knot in my chain and I can't get it out. It's making me sad. Customer started crying in the dressing room and wouldn't leave the store.
In orbit over your location.
Anyone want to hear that one?
Yep.
You just make the bitch leave the store. Look, I know you're having a bad day because you had a bad day, but it's time for you to move along.
Because you had a bad day. This is my first week working retail, as I'm normally a teaching assistant but needed extra income for the summer. It was Saturday, and so we were pretty busy. a woman came in with 5 or 6 dresses to try on that, in all honesty, I could tell were not going to fit. After about 15 minutes, I went back.
Yeah, I scrapped it.
Sorry. Okay.
I went back to check on
There's
her
a team there.
because a line had formed for the 4 dressing rooms we had, and she wasn't out yet. I asked her if everything was all right. She kind of shakily said yes, so I went away. Another 10 minutes, I check again. Still doing okay? A bit more firm now. She responds, yes, I'm fine. I stood nearby to keep an eye on things and kept hearing sniffles. Another 5 minutes went by. I knocked on the door this time. Ma'am, are you almost done? There are other customers waiting for the dressing rooms. She stuck her head out of the door, and I could see then for sure she had been crying. She handed me all the dresses. Put these back, and then she closed the door. I kind of stood there confused for a minute and responded through the door again. Are you all right?
Bird's here. I don't know who's drilling, but the bird's here.
She didn't respond. I'll put these back and give you a minute, but I'm sorry, we really do need the dressing room. Another 15 minutes went by. By now, she's been there a total of 45 minutes crying. The manager wasn't there that day, and all my coworkers were less than helpful. So this was all on me, and I had no idea what to do. I knocked on the door one more time, a bit forcefully. Ma'am, you've been in there for a very long time, and while I can see you're having a bad day, we can't let you stay in there. You don't have any clothes in there even. I can give you another 5 minutes, but if you won't leave by then, I need to call security. The door flew open, and this woman, red-faced and teary-eyed, screamed. I lost my place. Whispered at me about how if the store wasn't going to carry any normal sizes, then the least they could do was give her space when it made her feel bad. She went on a mini rant about unfair sizing and catering to normal sized people in the beauty industry. I do sympathize, but honestly, our sizes do run a bit small, but they still fit the normal straight size range of 0 to 14. I felt bad because I know how frustrating that can be, but also I didn't need that anger directed at me. I just looked at her and told her again, you need to leave now. Thankfully she did, but she flipped me off at the door. Weird situation that has really put me off for the rest of the week. I'm sure it's pretty tame compared to a lot of stuff in here, but this is in fact my first rodeo, and I did not enjoy it.
Oh man, that's so awkward.
That's super awkward.
Hit escape too many times, sorry.
I don't know. I worked in retail for a little bit. One time I was working at GameStop, and it was around Christmas time. And I don't know if you know anything about like GameStop systems, but like there's one register that's the server, and all the other ones just run off of that. So the other ones can drop because they stop communicating through the server to the network. So it was Christmas time. We had a line around the door, and this basically we were down to the one register that's the server. So we literally asked the crowd, we're like, hey, what do you guys want to do? There's a chance that it doesn't come back up. We're working off of one register right now. This is the best we can do. And everyone was pretty cool, right? I happened to see an old high school, or basically, sorry, I just said old high school friend, but I mean, I was much younger at the time. So I saw a high school friend, and he literally said, hey, Bill, what's up? And this lady lost her mind, wanted to call corporate, said that she couldn't believe that I was talking to a customer while people were waiting in line. And it was just like the most ridiculous. So I don't know why I brought that up. But this chick's story sucks. Like, I don't want to deal with any emotions of anybody else in retail ever.
Yeah.
I worked at a McDonald's right after I graduated high school, where I like left for basic training and stuff like that. And so it was like the middle of the summer, like around this time of year. It's hot as hell back home. It's humid as fuck. And of course, like in true McDonald's fashion, they put ACs in the lobby, but not back where like all the kitchen shit is. And so I had been there since like 7 a.m. I'm freaking exhausted. I'm sweating my ass off, and I'm working the window where like you hand the food out. And so I'm also making all the coffees and stuff like that. So because it was so hot out, if you're from the Northeast, when it's hot, even if it's the middle of winter, everybody loves their iced coffee. And so I'm like listening to the like orders getting taken, and this lady orders a large iced coffee, cream only, or sugar only. And I was like, okay, easy enough. Well, the iced coffee, we were making it like as fast as we could, and so it was still a little warm, and so it was melting the ice pretty quick. So she finally like gets up to the window, and it's like this classic Karen in a soccer mom van. And I go to hand her coffee, and she's like, that's not my coffee. And I'm like, my jar's coffee with sugar only. And she's like, no, it's supposed to be cream and sugar. I was like, oh, okay, no worries. Like, just give me a second. I'll throw some cream in it. Like, no big deal. And it's the middle of lunch rush. Like, we have a line wrapped around the building. Put the cream in and go to hand it to her. And she, like, pulls her hand back. And she's like, are you effing kidding me? And I was like, I'm sorry? And she's like, there's no ice in there. And so I, like, try to, like, really calmly explain to her what's going on. And I go to hand her coffee. She starts yelling at me again. So I'm like, okay, here, I will put more ice in. Well, then she rips the coffee out of my hand and was just like, why would you put more ice in it? It's going to water it down more. And I'm just like, okay, have a great day. Because now she's holding the coffee. And she's like, I'm not finished talking with you. Get over here. And I was like, oh, God.
Let me go ahead and
so
shut this window.
I like turn back around, and this bitch takes the cover off the top of the coffee and throws it back in through the window right in my face. And I'm like just standing there. One, I'm like, wow, this is actually quite refreshing because I'm like hotter than hell.
It's not hot. It's not cold. It's kind of warm, but it's still cooler than the ambient temperature. So yeah, this is nice.
Exactly. Well, then of course everybody who's standing in the lobby sees it, and our manager comes, like our shift manager comes over, and was like, "Oh my God, ma'am, what the hell?" And so she starts talking to her. Well, the crazy Karen starts yelling at her and goes, "Clearly, you're as incompetent as she is. I want to talk to your GM." And if this is any consolation as to how busy we are, our GM is in the kitchen flipping burgers. And so our GM comes out and they start yelling at each other. And she basically was like, "I want a refund and your coffee. This is ridiculous." Like, people are honking now. Like, everyone's just staring at her. I'm still soaking wet from coffee. And so this Karen ends up driving away without getting her refund and without getting her coffee. And mind you, this was like the first summer that McDonald's was serving iced coffee. So like all coffees, no matter what size it was $1. And
I was gonna say, she's sitting there making a big deal, and even now I don't think that the iced coffee at McDonald's is like that expensive to be making
Not that
big
good.
of a deal.
It was $1.09. That's it. It was $1.09. So I end up like going back into the behind the kitchen. Our GM's like, "I have an extra shirt in my office. Just go grab it. Like, I don't care that it's the manager's shirt. Like, whatever." And so I continue working my shift. And we get through lunch, and the phone rings, and they're like, "Hey, can you grab it?" And so I answer the phone. I'm like, "McDonald's, this is Ash. How can I help you?" And it's the crazy Karen lady. And she's like super calm. And she's like, "Hi, I was there earlier, and there was a bit of an altercation in the window, and I never received my refund, and I was just wondering if I could come back and get it." And my GM's literally standing next to me listening to this call, and I went, "I'm sorry, who is this?" And she's like, said her name. She's like, "I'm just looking to get my refund back." I was like, "Sorry, don't speak English," and I hung up the phone. My GM high-fived me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so don't be a crazy Karen and throw coffee back through the window because it's going to backfire in your face.
Where are these going?
They
Okay.
bothered me too. I can find them.
So this person works.
Hold on. I got a fun retail story for y'all. So when I started working at CVS, I worked in the photo lab, right? You know, because this was a while ago and disposable cameras were still a thing. And lady comes, she drops off a roll of film. And there is some adult pictures on there, right? Which, you know, working the photo lab, it really wasn't a uncommon thing. Like you just like, oh, yep, that's boobs. Okay, that's the act itself. All right, cool, whatever. You just, you know, kind of develop the pictures and go about your business. Well, a couple days go by and, you know, they're done and she hasn't come and picked them up yet. So we call them, be like, hey, your pictures are ready. They haven't been picked up yet. You have until like the end of the day or whatever to come get them until we, you know, shred them or whatever, right? And, well, she didn't answer the fucking phone. Her husband, boyfriend, whoever answered the phone. And he was like, yeah, sure, man. I'll be up there in a little bit to come get him. He comes, picks them up, opens them up. And lo and behold, it was not his pecker in any of those pictures of his wife. Yeah. I was like, he opens up the pictures and, you know, he starts looking at them and everything. And he's like, did y'all look at these? And I was like, well, you know, be honest with you, sir, we have to look at them when we develop them. Just to make sure everything's, you know, correct and, you know, there's no damage to the negatives or anything like that. And he's like, okay. Well, she's about to be my ex-wife, so if you like what you see, I'm like 18, 19 years old at the time, and like just kind of thinking, well, you know, it's not too bad. But at the same time, like I don't want to say that in front of the dude, so we just kind of leave it be. And like I just kind of like gave that little like chuckle, like. Yeah, and he walked out, and I never saw him or his presumably ex-wife again.
Fair.
All right. Well, our groceries are about to be here in uno momento. So if anyone else has,
Did they get the lemon bars?
apparently he got everything, even the monsters, and they never have the monsters that I order.
Right.
So I'm gonna go grab that stuff, and I'll be back.
Marking
And
contract.
you kids can entertain yourself.
Okay. Oh, never mind. Hey, don't go to that contract. I'm gonna drill this safe.
Ultra One, be advised that safe.
So I came in through a hole in the roof right there, but there's also a door over there.
Ultra One, activity has increased in the area. Keep your eyes
I
open.
like the hole in the roof.
I can play the piano for y'all?
Can you actually play the piano?
No. I can mount the piano and melee it, but it doesn't make any sounds. And I don't want to waste my ammo.
I wish I had a smoke.
Dude, Billy, how do you have 54 grand already?
My wallet is maxed out, so I can't like get rid of the money.
Buy stuff.
I do every round.
I just
Yeah, I
buy.
wondered how the hell he had like 25 grand when we freaking barely spawned in last game.
There's a player in that building over there.
Okay. I have to activate 2 UAV towers at the same time, so I'm looking at the map right now. I'm trying to see. Okay, so this one
Central
and
Station
this one
and
are the
City might be
closest.
good.
Closest
Ultra One, the
building.
safe is open.
The ones
Secure all
over,
contents.
in the, what is that, by the fire department?
What about this UAV here and
Yeah, we could do that.
this one? It's okay.
Ultra
yeah,
I
One,
just wasn't
Intel's
sure
tracking the
if you want to mark the other one so we can see them both.
Transporting a weapon
Alright,
case
cool.
near
Alright,
your
yeah, I'll mark the
location.
other.
Your call if you want to intercept.
You guys check the safe.
Yeah, I looted.
Oh, behind. Was not paying attention.
One solo guy got in.
Yeah. That's a long time for that.
All right, and parachutes out.
Yeah.
Marking contract.
Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate near your
I'll head to
location.
2, or sorry, I'll head to 3.
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming. Ultra One, enemy threat.
Okay, I just have to say, all of the memes, like y'all heard all about the commercial submarine thing that tried to go to the Titanic and then like
Yeah.
imploded
Yeah.
with all the billionaires. Yeah, the freaking memes coming out of all that is they're
Ultra
good.
One, a squad mate is down. You are taking effective
Oh
fire.
shit.
Yeah, you want to go get him? If you can.
Oh, I got shot straight in the ass.
I'm coming,
Shot in the
Billy.
butt.
Ultra One, a squad
Oh,
mate is
no,
down.
I was
You are
shot
taking
in the
effective
Where the fuck did
fire.
he come from?
I shot you through the smoke.
Well, I'm just hoping that shit stays active for a couple more seconds till I can get to this one.
Actual
Okay.
Ultra One, UAV is in orbit over your location.
All right, I'm headed back to y'all.
Nice. Bundle recon complete.
Ultra One, a squad
Oh,
mate is
come
down. You
on.
are taking effective fire.
I thought you found like the perfect little room. There is no wall there.
No.
Are
Are
y'all
corner was fucking
inside
free.
or
I'm standing
outside?
there too. Outside.
Okay, I'm gonna call airstrike in on y'all. Hopefully clear out that
Ultra One,
area.
we're seeing increased activity
Yeah,
in the
there's a bunch
area.
of them
Stay
over
sharp.
here.
Yeah, they're just pouring out of the building.
I got that the Beatles song, "We All Live in a Yellow Submarine" stuck in my head.
How did that
They did not live in any submarine.
Well, the meme I just read said, "We all died in a JP submarine."
Target area marked.
100% correct.
It's returning to base.
I like the. So I guess so. One of the billionaires, his stepson, in the middle of this, like posted something on Twitter that was just like.
Didn't he go to a concert?
Picture
He
you
went to a
at the concert.
Blink 180. Yeah, he went to a Blink 182 concert and posted like, "I need this to heal. My stepfather would have wanted it this way." And like of him standing out in front of like the arena for the Blink 182 concert. Well, then
I got you.
someone made like a song out of it,
What?
and it, yeah, I'm trying to find it. It's all over
One, UAV. RTB.
TikTok.
It's not like he could have saved his dad. Like,
Oh, that's not players right there. Alright, definitely not.
No, but
So-
I got a bird with heavy reinforcements landing.
we did get our lemon bars, by the way.
Right
They're
out in the
here.
middle of them.
They're delicious.
Am I going helicopter?
I'm assuming. Alright. Are you guys ready to hear the next retail story? It's somebody who works in a bakery.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
As I'm about to put a lemon bar in my mouth.
Did you get everything you wanted?
I did. The guy probably we were sitting here joking that he's probably high. He probably thinks we're high. I just ordered a bunch of desserts and candy and some monsters.
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements.
The
incoming.
only thing that could have been better is like Mountain Dew and Doritos.
Or we need to unask the AO.
Yeah, we need to get the fuck out of this
All
spot.
right, let's hit that 300-meter marker that I have, or that somebody marked over there.
Let's get that contract.
Okay, I'm a cake decorator going on 2 years now, and I had an old man, like 70 plus, come to my counter asking for wedding cake flavored cake. Interaction goes as follows. Customer, do y'all bake custom cakes? Me. Well, we don't necessarily bake them, but we do decorate them, yes. Well, then where do they come from? We get them shipped in from a company every week. Well, how long does it take to get one? We always have some on hand. Well, okay, do y'all have wedding cake flavor? Well, that kind of depends on your definition of wedding cake flavor. We have people order all kinds of different things for their wedding cakes, but our two most popular flavors for wedding cakes are white and almond. Well, is that wedding cake flavor? me politely tries to explain that doesn't really exist. Can you make me a wedding cake flavored cake? Yes or no? In this moment, I felt myself getting really angry as it had been a long day and I was tired. I called for my coworker to handle it. He asked her the same questions. She ends up telling him that wedding cake flavor is white. He leaves yelling about how he doesn't just want a plain white cake and how we don't know how to do our jobs. My field of work is one where customers love to act like they know more about cake than us. It's endlessly frustrating.
Ultra One, be advised, your Geiger counter is picking up radiation. You should be in range of the objective. Actual to Ultra One, you're approaching the target area now. Deploy Geiger counters.
I gotta hit this buy
locate and
station
secure
because
the material.
I'm out of plates. Wedding cake flavored cake. Like, I mean, you could always just get it in whatever flavor on.
The retail ones are just making me angry.
I don't even remember. Like, we
1-1 requesting recon
like,
at
we
this
had
time.
a small wedding, and my mom was like, "You guys need a cake. Have a cake." And I was like, "Okay." I don't even fucking remember what flavor it was.
I don't need a wedding cake, just give me lemon bars.
Dude, like,
Actual to Ultra One, objective secure. Proceed to extraction and you'll earn a bonus.
Also,
Let me
gonna
know.
hit this buy station,
Deployment was a
and
success.
I'm just
Keep
gonna
it up
start
to
throwing
earn
shit
more
on the ground,
perks.
like armor plates and shit.
Buy a couple of UAVs too.
Reinforcements incoming.
Because what is it? 4 gets you an A UAV? Well, I mean, they're 12,000 a piece, so you're spending 48 grand right there.
Are we supposed to eat
got meat on
these
our
with a
plate?
fork?
They're falling apart.
I can't even pick it up.
Oh, shit. Oh, when you buy the armor plates one at a time,
I'm gonna
that's
get a
fucking
fork.
stupid.
Yeah. But I'm good on armor.
Alright.
Yeah, 'cause I bought a whole bunch of them. I just bought a couple
Well-
extras too, so. Well, no, it was before you came over here. Okay. Alright, I'm going to look at the map. Where do y'all want to go next, man?
Hey, Fur,
Cover that.
cancel that.
We got 4 minutes, so I'm down for whatever. I also have
Alright,
a
fuck it.
strong
Let's go get this guy. Go get the fucking asshole inside the rad zone. I got a gas mask and and rad pills. Everybody should have rad pills now after that one mission.
Yeah, I just took some
Ultra
for
One,
fun.
enemy threat is moderate near your location.
You guys want to hear some of the legal advice subreddit?
Oh God.
Is it better than what's her face on TikTok Live?
In the AO. Move to an extract point before radiation.
Sorry, that was me.
spreads.
That was me. I should have said that.
Ultra One, enemy threat appears low in
Oh.
this area.
Confused.
I wish I knew what you're talking about.
Right?
No idea.
Oh,
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
I can't even think of her name. The one that on North Stock that everyone's all about right now, for like no reason.
In the area. Get it secure.
Moving here.
What's her name? Alice in
Pop.
Wonderland or something? Yep.
I'm trying to think of any like other like stupid freaking stories I have from working in food shows.
Ultra One, we're seeing activity in the area.
Why are these people fighting each other? I thought NPCs didn't fight each other.
Oh, I forgot one retail thing. I worked for Boston Market, but I was the person who delivered catering orders, and I only every now and then worked in the actual restaurant.
Good effect on target. Maintain fire from the vehicle.
I mean, it's like weird people at the bagel shop I worked at, but it's just because we're in the middle of the city and everybody's weird.
Uh-oh. Probably shouldn't have shot the hind.
Yeah.
This one says.
Oh, it only affects you too for whatever reason.
All right, cool. Well, I'm hiding.
This one says my husband is missing and I think his parents are involved.
Oh god.
My husband was away for work last week and was supposed to come home Saturday. He was not responsive until I texted his mother to ask if she'd heard from him. He then answered his phone immediately after at 3 p.m. to tell me, "I love you, I'm not coming back, I need to do some soul searching, I'll talk to you later this week." He was on speakerphone and sounded very strange, like I imagine a hostage would sound. We have no problems in our marriage. I was completely blindsided. My husband has depression, paranoia, and undiagnosed autism. His father is a silver-tongued narcissist who has always manipulated and abused him. His parents have always hated me and tried to get rid of me, going so far as to bribe a therapist to tell him to leave me, try to verbally force him to leave me, and even went so far as to convince my husband that the police were going to kill him if he stayed in our state. His father is a powerful figure in their home state, let's say state B, while we live in state A. I went to my husband's work Monday after a coworker told me he was there, but then I received cryptic text messages from his phone telling me to leave and he'll contact me later. I'm beginning to suspect that he is not in possession of a cell phone at all, and I'm terrified his parents had him committed without his consent or pressed a false legal charge against him. I haven't heard anything since. I'm filing a missing persons report here in State A today. I've told both his phone and his mother, who has been refusing all contact with me, that I will be doing so, but aside from that, I have no idea what to do. Edit. Went to the police, they called his parents who were evasive and said he's fine and they're in contact with him, but were behaving very strangely. They also continue to ignore any attempt of mine to contact them. The police said there's nothing they can do. Edit 2, the sheriff called me and met me at the house to hand me signed divorce papers. I have no idea what happened, he never contacted me. Thanks for the help, Reddit, but I guess that's that. Edit 3. Anyone have an idea?
She made contact and everything's fine. I don't know.
No, I called this from the very beginning. An affair. He was having an affair, and being the trusting little autist that I am, I never suspected a thing. I'm sure his parents were aware as well.
Damn.
That's kind of fucked.
Yeah, that sucks.
See, versus like, if Billy doesn't answer his phone and his mom tries to call him, she calls me panicking that like something's wrong. I'm like, it is 2 o'clock on a Wednesday. He's working.
Yeah, I mean, mom be like that. I'm a grown man and my mom's like still checks in.
Your mom's a sweetheart.
Yeah, it's just to me at this point, if I hear a guy saying that he needs some time alone, he needs to do some soul searching, like any of that stuff, it's they're searching something, but it's not a soul, and it does not belong to them.
It rhymes with soul.
It has a soul.
It's just not theirs.
Oh, are you saying like whole? It rhymes with
Yes.
soul? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, what? Like, what body part rhymes with soul? I'm confused.
At least one.
Am I obligated to return a ring that was given to my deceased wife by the guy she was having an affair with?
No.
What?
So I'd say no, but like, why are you hanging on to it?
Right?
Like, you're just being spiteful in my mind.
My wife and I separated a couple of months ago after she confessed to having a long-term affair with a guy she grew up with. He gave her a ring that had belonged to his deceased grandmother after she told him that we were separating. My wife died a few weeks ago, and both her relatives and the family of the guy she was having an affair with have been up my ass about this ring. It's currently in my possession, and I do not intend to return it. We hadn't actually filed for divorce yet, and my wife didn't have a will. It's my understanding that I'm the sole beneficiary of her estate since we were still married at the time of her death. I assume that this extends to the ring, which I have plans for. I just want to know if either family has any sort of legal standing to demand its return before I follow through with those plans. I understand that this is not the kindest route I could take given the circumstances, but I'm not looking for moral advice here. Suffice to say, there's a lot of background that I didn't include because this would have been a very long post if I got into all of it, and it's not relevant to the legal end of things. That said, I'm happy to clarify anything if necessary. Editing in from a comment, so I didn't consider the fact that this could be treated differently if it was an engagement ring. I actually have text from my wife stating that it's not. This was intended to hurt me, so it would actually be pretty poetic if it winds up hurting their case.
Like,
You're just being a jerk.
yeah, that's kind of where I'm
Like,
at.
the
Like,
situation
I have
sucks. I'm not
plans
saying I'd
for
be happy
it.
about it.
I know, I'm like,
Sorry.
I have plans for it, what, to go to Mordor and throw it in the fire?
So with that ring,
My precious.
would they be able to take the Eagles since it's not the ring power? Because that's the only reason why that anybody can tell me why they didn't take the goddamn Eagles instead of fucking walking for 17 goddamn years.
If this man has access to giant eagles, I would let him keep the ring.
What are you crying about, buddy? Damn.
He's mad because I won't let him upstairs.
Alright, so I have to go to an upload link at the top of a radio tower to complete this last mission for the Black Moose OS?
Oh.
I don't know how to say that.
Mouse.
Okay,
It's just a mouse.
I'm taking a poll. Honest question. What do you guys call the end piece of bread?
The butt?
The heel and
Thank
the
you.
butt.
Heel.
The butt.
Isn't it like something like the town hussy because everybody touches it but nobody wants it?
I eat it. I don't give a shit.
But no, growing up we called it the butt.
The bread, not the town hussy.
No, we called it the heel, but I learned that some people call it the butt when I worked in kitchens.
Never heard it called the butt. It's new to me.
Oh, it's the butt.
Actually, no, I think we called it both. It was like interchangeable at our house. The butt or the heel.
No, it was always the butt.
He touched the butt. I don't know, I never
Welcome
ate
to the
it, so...
DMZ. Exploring, looting, and securing intel will open access to missions and targets. Expect resistance
guys.
from local forces and watch
Yes.
for other operators in the AO.
So, I don't know if you were aware or not, but there's no peeing in the street. It's a fine of 180 euros. Oh. Don't pee in the street.
Has anybody taken the, like the quiz online of where's your accent from?
I want to go to the infected zone, or the radiation zone, and kill that damn guy.
Oh. I think stuff like that is a lot of fun, but you answer like how you would say the different words that it gives you, and then it can pinpoint like where your accent's from. And I would just find it really interesting if somebody's accent is not like, if Alex took it, I don't think it would say that he's from Texas, because he doesn't sound like he's from Texas.
When I get really drunk, I do.
Ultra One, enemy threat is low.
And
in the
apparently,
area.
when I say Corsair IQ, that's a shout out to our my PC build video, where when I said it, she started making fun of me immediately.
I was gonna say I didn't even recognize what you actually said until you mentioned DC. Oh shit! I don't have my shotgun. That was dumb.
What?
That was
Okay.
dumb.
There is LMGs down here.
Hold on. The next two of these I really want to read. So the first one is denied ambulance for 12 plus hours and now I'm paralyzed. And then the next one is doctor refuses to send prescription until I take down my Google review.
Taking effective fire.
Guys, I'm down.
I know. I saw. I'm swinging back. So the Google review one, I'm pretty sure that's fucking illegal.
I got you.
Yeah.
Got him.
Thank you.
I didn't know I could revive.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Ow.
Like I'm still reading these with the like the thing in my mind of like, am I the asshole?
Stay alert.
Alright, so this one might be a little serious, but I was released from a hospital to a for-profit drug rehab. Active addiction hasn't been an issue for me for years, however my home isn't necessarily a place which fosters healing. Nonetheless, I cried when I learned that I was going to a place for non-disabled people as I needed a walker to get around and had extreme pain issues, but I digress. The infection in my spine wasn't fully treated, and on the day that I was transferred, I was in excruciating pain by 9 p.m. Like, tears just rolling down my face. The rehab didn't have information about my condition or non-narcotic pain regimen, so they pretty much dismissed me. Over the next 10 hours, the pain became so agonizing that I not only knew something was very wrong, but I screamed and pleaded for an ambulance to be called. In the 13 hours this was happening, not one person would listen to me nor treat me as though I was anything other than a drug-seeking hypochondriac. Eventually, at 10 a.m.-ish, the nurse practitioner came to work, took one look at my vitals, and immediately called 911. However, by then it was too late. The reason why I was in so much pain was because the infection began to grow, developing enough pressure to literally crush several of my vertebrae one by one. I was screaming in agony because the 2 Tylenol I was given wasn't able to mitigate the agony of slowly having my back literally broken. Now I'm paralyzed from the waist down. I eventually ended up at a local hospital. A guy from the rehab came to the ER with all of my belongings and a garbage bag and said, "I just realized that we don't work with your insurance, but the good news is that I can find another place for you."
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that,
Ultra One intel confirms enemy explosive equipment in the AO.
That
Find
place
it,
is
get
the
it
asshole.
secure.
I was gonna say, like, this is making me so angry. Like, I don't even feel like there's anything in the legal world that would solve my like anger with this. I feel like I would need to take some frustrations out on somebody.
There is.
yeah, like that sucks. Like,
Ultra One,
Yeah, that's
so
fucking bullshit.
DZ1 able.
like
Doug, there's a selfie up here
that
for you.
just sounds so
For
bad.
what?
Selfie.
Wow.
Turn around. Come back
good.
up the stairs.
So somebody posted a comment and goes, "You should
zip line.
consult a lawyer. There are lots of questions here, none that can reasonably be handled in a Reddit sub." So the person responds and they go, to the "you should consult a lawyer." Yeah, I get that and kind of came to that very conclusion prior to posting that. And then the "none that can be reasonably handled in a Reddit sub." And they go, "Well then why does it even exist? I know this isn't your fault, but damn, why even have a sub called legal advice if the advice is, I have no idea. It's beyond frustrating for me, but maybe that's because I'm also getting used to essentially not having legs anymore. Thanks for your help."
Alright, I'm parachuting towards the next one.
Alright. Oh, I didn't realize that was we had that up.
Yeah. Oh it's on the roof, so you gotta hit it from the back side. Yep, the zip line right here.
Hit back.
I mean, to be honest, like with what this person is going through, they probably, before they wanted to actually pay a lawyer, they probably wanted more information on like, what do I need to provide to a lawyer? Like, what stuff do I need to have? Like, what can reasonably be done so that they don't waste the first, 5 billable hours just asking all those questions.
Yeah.
Like, all right. Hopefully this next one is funny because that last one was like, oh, that was rough.
Ultra One, all
Okay.
supply boxes secure.
I went to a gynecologist and was told that my body rejected my IUD and that I needed to take Plan B immediately and get a new form of birth control. It was a Friday, so I was scared that it wouldn't be ready in time. I called the pharmacist and they told me that my doctor never sent the prescription. I called the doctor's office at 1 and they assured me it would get sent. Nothing was sent. Called again at 4 just to make sure that it would be sent and they assured me it would be done. Come 5 p.m. nothing was sent. Didn't want to pay over the counter because I knew my insurance would cover it. Since they never sent it, I had to pay full price for it. Sorry, weekend rolls around. Monday afternoon I call again and ask to have the prescription sent for my birth control. Woman on the phone once again assured me that she'll have the prescription sent. I let a day pass and still nothing. By the 4th call, I tell them that I just want my prescription that was promised on my last appointment, and that after this, I no longer want to be their patient. Woman tells me that she will make sure to have the doctor send the prescription and will cancel future appointments. Next 2 days pass and nothing. I went on Google and gave her an honest review about how awful her service had been. She's around a college campus and I know that I should warn others about her lack of urgency. I could pay $56 for over-the-counter medicine, but not everyone has...
Oh.
But not everyone has that option. My insurance would have fully covered that if they just sent it on time. I called again and the doctor tells me that she won't send my prescription unless I take down my review. I was baffled and said, that review is because you never sent the prescription, so your response to this is to not send the prescription at all? To which the doctor said, yes, well, and I cut her off and hung up. I sent my primary care a message and she filled it today with no problems. I posted my experience onto a college girl page. We all warn each other of awful doctors, creepy dudes, sell stuff, etc. Some of the girls in there insisted that I report it, but I don't know if this is something that qualifies for a report. Some girls came forward and told me other ways the same doctor treated them, and it was awful.
We actually take out the target.
Yeah. I got him. As soon as we pulled up, you killed one, I hit the other. But we got reinforcements coming in, so we need to move. And the vehicles are pretty shot. But yeah, no, agreed. That is pretty fucking ridiculous.
Like, you have a duty to help. It's part of the freaking, like, oath you take as you become a licensed physician.
Ultra One, activity
Like,
has increased in the
you're
area.
more
Keep
worried
your
about
eyes open.
your damn Google reviews than you are about taking care of a patient. Like, fuck, dude.
That person sounds like an amazing individual.
No, I agree. That's freaking stupid. Like,
Ultra One, enemy threat.
how is that
appears
okay in
low
your
this
mind?
area.
Like, take the review down, or I won't send you medication.
A review is because you didn't send the medication.
Okay. Do we want to do this? Oh, that's a regular thing. Let's try. I don't know.
Neighbor put their furniture on our
Yeah,
back
strong
deck
you for wanting
with the
there.
do not touch sign.
What? It's like the crazy property Karens.
Where is it? Where's it? Here.
Ultra One, activity is
My partner and I just moved into an apartment. When touring the place, there was some patio furniture covering almost our whole back porch, but the agent who showed us said it's ours to use. After moving in, the furniture now has a last name written on it and also do not touch. While unpacking things inside, a kid came to our porch, started playing on the furniture, and was peeking inside our unit. This all really creeped us out, and as adults who want privacy and also enjoy having drinks on our deck, we feel it's not even safe to be having kids running around out there. Checked our lease, and our porch is not considered a communal space. Each unit has their own deck, but they are connected by stairs. We think we know whose it is, but didn't want to confront them just yet, so we emailed our landlord and still haven't heard anything back from them. Anyone have any advice as to if this is even legal? Was very clearly told that this was our own deck to use by the company who owns the building, and nothing in the lease contradicts this.
Congratulations, you got some deck furniture.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's a pretty entertaining story, but yeah.
That makes me feel like they're on like the bottom floor, because they said it's connected by stairs. But I'm also like, I guess maybe I'm confused about, because they said it's an apartment, but it's a deck, but it's connected by stairs.
Ultra One, HVT is down.
Maybe the next,
Move in
like,
and confirm the kill.
A common area?
Well, they said it's not. In their lease, it says it's not a common area.
ID on high priority target transfer payment.
It makes me kind of think that it might be like similar kind of to like our first apartment where there's like you'll have like a person next to you
Mid-caliber rounds.
and like your deck is like one unit but there's like the emergency stairs in the middle of it. That's kind of how I see it in my head, is that it maybe it's like one long deck, but there's like for us, like the apartment we lived in before we moved to Texas had like you had the person next, like the unit next to you, and you guys had like one big long deck, but there was like staircase in the middle that kind of like broke it up. So maybe it's just like the people next door were like, we're just gonna commandeer the whole thing while we have the opportunity to.
Ultra One,
Yeah, let's grab that armored vehicle right over here and head over to the fire department because I got the fire department key.
Nice.
Okay, so I did find they commented back to somebody and they said the stairs are shared, but our deck is about 10 feet back from the staircase. And the furniture belongs to a neighbor above us, so it's just strange that they claim this space.
I think you may just have to jump to the back, Duck.
I bet they just didn't want to carry their furniture up the stairs.
Yeah, it's definitely your furniture now.
Yeah.
Be like, either move it up to your deck, or it's mine.
Yeah.
What the hell? This one says, ongoing situation at Walmart. Had
I'm out.
laser
That's a bad spot.
Yep. Yep. Same.
had a laser shine in my eye from close range, have permanent eye damage, according to their doctor. Need legal advice.
Who's that grenade?
Don't look at lasers. Here's
No,
your
it
legal
says-
advice.
It says that their coworker shined a handheld laser in their eyes from about 2 to 4 inches away.
Why'd you let
Oh,
them?
what the hell?
Like that at that distance, you
You're
let them
both
do that.
idiots.
Ultra One,
And then,
enemy threat appears
and
low in
then
your area.
2 days later, two days ago, a different coworker shined the laser in their eyes again.
Wow, so they're not the brightest.
I mean, unless they're like literally coming up right in front of them and then just like, like quickly shining it. Oh, hey Kev, how are you doing today?
Alright, yep, there's the whole team.
I just don't, I don't understand.
Oh, dude. Where are you? Oh. There's a door right here.
Alright. if I'm carrying the key, do I have to open it, or can you open it too?
You're the only one who can open it if you have the key.
It's open.
Let's go.
Actual to Ultra One, winds are picking up in the AO. Advise you get to
I
extraction
already
before
have 2
radiation
cards,
moves
so one of you guys wants this.
Ultra
Oh,
One,
we're doing
seeing
all right
3
tonight. We're just
activity in the
reading
area. Stay
some
sharp.
Reddit stories and stuff, and
Ultra One, that's a denied
playing
area.
some Call of Duty.
Presence will be
Shield
high.
behind. Got him.
Another shield. Got him. There's another selfie in here if any of y'all need it.
Oh, shit. I'm good.
This one says my dead sister is being sued.
Let him? I mean, she's dead.
My sister died 14 months ago. She lived with my mom, who has not been in her right mind ever since. A process server handed my mom a debt collection lawsuit the other day, and I'm not sure how to handle it. Only my sister is named. We never did anything about my sister's estate since she had no assets aside from a ton of trash and dirty clothes in her bedroom. No savings, no retirement, no property, no car, no jewelry. I'm told that hiring a lawyer to work on this will cost $2,500, but my mom lives on Social Security and I'm struggling to make ends meet. What should we do?
It's not your problem.
Like, if she's passed, like,
The debt
I'm
is
pretty
no.
sure, like, they can sue her estate, but if she doesn't have an estate to sue, what are they gonna do?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that, like, if you pass away with debt and, like, you don't have a will or, like, a estate to settle, it just becomes null.
Yeah, people are commenting that with most lawsuits, you can just respond to the lawyer who sent it with something called a suggestion of death, which is a court filing, which basically says the person you are suing died on such and such date, and then they put it into the court system. So,
Dude, can I buy a whole bunch of shit and then fake my death?
pretty sure that's illegal.
You get caught. Buy a pistol just in case one of you guys want it.
Oh yeah, I got one too, by the way.
Yeah.
Marking contract.
Can my husband force me to stay in my marriage?
No.
That's
I'm pretty sure that's not how that works, but sure.
Married to my husband for 13 years. We have a child who's 4. He was my first and everything, but as the years rolled by, he's more and more distant. I cook, clean, take care of our child, work, pay half and everything, but he always just complains. I try to initiate conversation, cuddling, movie time, but he just pushes me away. I don't even see the point in being married. I had plans to grow old and stay together, but I'm just over the constant ignoring me and rejections. Even some of it is towards our child. I brought up going to counseling, and he says he didn't want to because it's a waste of money, and I brought up the possibility of divorce and asked him if we could go our separate ways and co-parent our child. He says he doesn't want that, and he will make sure I can't divorce him. He also said my reasoning wouldn't be valid in court. I just want to leave. I don't want anything. Don't want the home, child support, or money in the bank, and I've told him this. He says he would fight it for years if he has to. Is that true? I have a good job, and he has a better one. I could support our daughter on my own and save as well.
I'd divorce him anyway. Just saying.
Yeah, he sounds like he sucks.
Yeah. Dude sounds like a real piece of work. I'm going after this squad, by the way, guys.
Pretty sure even if you can't divorce him, you could definitely fugue state it. Just doesn't fucking appear.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a... Like, both parties don't have to agree to it, but... It's still...
There's
It's
somewhere-
easier if both do.
Right,
We
because
got
I
a
mean,
signature on a piece of paper, though.
No, a lot of states have a no contest or if they refuse to sign. I don't know what the legal term is, but
No contest.
no, because like
no
them refusing
no
to sign
contest
is yeah.
yeah.
Get that UAV in here. Let's fucking find him.
Yeah, trying to. I don't know if it's on the roof or not.
What the hell? My neighbor has tried for 2 nights in a row to set his apartment complex on fire and get back at his landlord. Their house is physically connected to mine, and my doorbell has recorded evidence that this was attempted arson, but police will not open a case or take evidence.
Interesting.
Sounds like a interesting situation to be in.
Yeah.
I don't think I would sleep. Like, I would get no sleep until that man was away.
Yeah.
Like, far away.
I don't see anybody moving on the surface, Billy.
Yeah.
But I hear shots.
Right here. I hear him shooting, yeah.
Got one.
That was a player?
Yeah.
Did you take your dose of whiskey, Ash?
We don't have any whiskey.
That's horrible.
That's bullshit.
What?
There should always be whiskey.
Look around!
Oh. Isn't Fireball considered whiskey?
Fireball's considered bullshit. I don't think whiskey.
Where's he at, Duck?
I couldn't really tell.
Okay,
He was
so he.
toward the hood of the car.
Spoiler alert coming.
Okay. I see him on the map. I'm reviving Duck. Oh, he doesn't see me. He just revived his buddy. He doesn't see me.
Are they in the building or out
No,
of it?
they're outside. Down one.
I see the other. He's down.
Squad down. Well, those two are.
There's
Yeah, he's
still
up
one
top.
above.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking extracted. Son of a bitch.
Did he really?
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, he hit out up there. What the hell?
Okay, I got another good subreddit for us.
Hang on.
What is it?
It's called Let's Not Meet.
Oh god.
Oh, most of these say NSFW on them, so I have to actually click to see what the story's about.
Hmm.
Ultra One, tag secure. You're being
got
tracked
two
by
tags.
enemy operators. Stay frosty.
So let's do.
Oh
top
shit, we
this
need an
level.
exfil. I'm gonna go pop that
Yeah,
smoke.
we
Does everybody
do.
have gas mask?
Oh, I think they all get automatically tagged as NSFW
Marking
because this
extraction
person
zone.
specifically said not NSFW.
Yeah, called it. Okay, I'm calling it right now.
Alright.
Ultra One, extraction is inbound
Not
at this
safe for
time.
work.
Yeah, so the post is called
Inbound for extraction.
the post is called Dog Might Have Saved My Life.
It's gonna be a tight
Oh.
window.
Some background, I, 28 female, am a dog walker, pet sitter. Some of the dogs I walk have reactivity, as did this one dog, a pit lab mix. She used to be a bad puller,
Go there.
along
Gotta go to the
along
next
along with being incredibly reactive to other dogs on leash as soon as she'd see them. Through lots of work and training with her, she has come a long way with her reactivity to the point it really is not an issue anymore, even when other owners' carelessness allows their dogs to get too close for comfort. On this one walk, she was a dream the whole time. Passed multiple dogs without issue. She would just look at me for her treat. She knew she'd get if she was good. We turned down.
Sorry.
You don't have to apologize. I paused so that if you need to say more, you can.
Someone's here. Someone else called it.
Yeah.
We turned down a side street that looked completely vacant at the time so I could give her some more relaxed walking time, and all went well for a while. Not a soul in sight until there was. While I'm usually very good at keeping my head on a swivel, as some of my walks are not in the safest areas of the city, this guy took me by surprise. I don't know how he did it, but he got about 2 to 3 feet behind us without my dog or me knowing he was there, and all of a sudden shouted something unintelligibly. I could only make out the last 2 words, "your dog." Immediately, my dog, with no prior history of human reactivity, got between us and started growling, snapping and lunging aggressively at this man. I'm a smaller woman at 5'3", and I'd guess this guy was 6'7" at the very least, and incredibly muscular. As soon as he saw my dog trying to attack him...
Is there a revive gun?
Shit.
As soon as he saw my dog trying to attack him and me struggling to hold her back, he threw his arms up and bolted across the street without another word. Disappeared shortly after around a corner. I've never praised a dog for reactivity until that moment, gave her all the treats I had left in my pocket, took her home, and told her owner that what had just happened and how her dog might have saved my life. Of course, I hope I'm wrong and the guy was just slow with social cues, but neither the dog nor I got that impression.
Why is it taking so long?
I think it might have been too hot to take off or something. That's why I jumped out. Just seeing if I could call it back or whatever. But we should be good now once this countdown hits. Alright, there it goes.
Ordered out of the AO. We can't stay here. I'm sorry.
Ooh, that was heavy.
That took way too long.
It really
Yes.
did.
That one was forever.
We got the fourth and final exfil. And I exfilled with 2 people's tags.
Nice.
Kills from the pizza guy?
Say kills?
Tails.
Oh.
Else from the pizza guy.
I was like, damn, we got a pizza
Pizza guy's
murderer
getting
out there.
tail.
Yeah.
Is this one of those special movies?
Excuse me?
Oh, it's just pizza delivery people complaining. Oh.
Lure guys.
Okay, so I still have to find the radio tower that has the upload station on top of it. Do you know which map that's on by chance, Billy?
I believe that's the Ashiko one or whatever it is. The one
Ashiko?
that starts with an A. Yeah.
Oh
Or
man.
Ashiko or Al-Mazrah, because Al-Mazrah was the original one.
Alright. Hang on. Let me look. Al-Mazrah.
Okay.
And it's gonna be an Intel contract.
Yeah. 'Cause
Right.
It says I had to read Laswell's letter in the notes and then complete the requested task.
Did you read it?
Yeah, it said to get to the top of the radio tower.
I actually did that one completely randomly. I was just running one time. Shit, I don't know. Fucking dog. Hang on, give me a second. My dog's being an asshole.
Which celebrity gives off vibes that they have committed crimes but keep getting away with it, and you're just waiting for them to get officially caught or charged?
Chris Brown.
The first comment on here is Jared Leto.
Really? He
Yeah,
doesn't strike me as a...
he's got his own cult.
Really?
He does, yes. But I don't know that... I mean, having cults isn't a crime.
Wait a second. Somebody random, like, I don't understand why they responded with this, but it said, I'm in a hand job club. Unfortunately, I'm the only member. The good news is I'm the president and the treasurer. Somebody else responds that goes, I know the secret handshake.
Malachi, what is your problem, bro? Quit ringing the bell if you're not gonna go outside.
We've been
Whenever
doing
you're
it
ready,
all
Duck,
day.
we're good.
Just trying to clean up my backpack and shit. I had all sorts of fucking keys and crap.
Somebody said
Oh, yeah, no
Tom
worries.
Cruise.
I believe that.
I said my answer in the kitchen that I cannot repeat on stream due to my current employer. But I think y'all know who I said.
Does it count if he doesn't know he's committing crimes?
It counts because he doesn't know who he is half the time.
Technically, he ain't the boss no.
Eh.
Yes, he is. Unless something happened today that I didn't know about.
And then,
Babe,
I haven't heard anything.
get your dog.
what?
Come get your dog.
Why?
He keeps ringing
Alright.
the bell to go outside, but then he doesn't go outside. He just looks at me.
What is a
You've been doing it
professional
all
way
day.
to say, I have diarrhea?
I need 10 minutes.
I would never say that professionally.
I just tell my
Yeah.
boss, like, hey, bro, my stomach's not agreeing with me.
You go with that, or you go just straight shock and awe. There's nothing else.
Okay.
Bro, I could
so
shit through a screen door and not touch a wire right now.
first comment. First comment. Apologies. I won't be at work today because I've run out of trousers. Second comment. Ah, good sir. I do believe I've shat in my pantaloons.
Oh, that's beautiful. Ah, crap. El Mazra. The shotgun is not going to be useful here.
Just gotta go to radio towers because it was, it doesn't mark the upload point, so I just gotta find radio towers, go to whichever ones are nearby, and hopefully there's an upload point on top of it. Which is okay, because I do have a 50 cal sniper rifle as my secondary.
Nice.
Welcome to Al Mazrah.
Oh look,
Can you
it
see the
spawned us
Secure
in
intel
San
and
Francisco,
loot to gain
guys.
access to new missions. Enemies are at the eye, so expect contact.
Alright, which event from history will always be funny? I really want to sing
Look at all this.
Bo Burnham songs, but I will get canceled very quickly.
Let's not do that. Okay, so it looks like the nearest radio tower is there. I was trying to mark something, whoever's shooting at me. You're very rude.
I see one at the observatory. There's one not
Yeah.
too far.
Yeah, that looks like it's the closest one. So I'm gonna start making my way over there.
So, ancient Korea had special recording officials whose job was to record everything. They were considered separate from the government, so the emperor of the time wasn't allowed to give them orders or tell them not to record something. Of course, some emperors would try anyway, On one occasion,
Moving here.
King Taejong in the 15th century fell off his horse while hunting. The recorder nearby wrote it down. The emperor insisted that it be removed from the record and even tried to have the report destroyed. This led to some nonsense as the emperor kept destroying their work, but the recorders kept copying it and hiding it in an increasingly obscure places, and of course recorded the whole thing as it happened. A few hundred years later, and the only thing that emperor is famous for is trying to hide the fact that he fell off his horse.
That's great.
Oh, you are making like the fastest time ever up that way.
Yeah, I didn't bother trying to stop and fight. I had a lot of people that were shooting at me. They destroyed my plates, but I just kept running.
Just be aware, I'm pretty sure I took out a player at one point, so probably gonna have a tail.
Yeah, whatever. If I get to the top of here, I can see everything and got a sniper.
Yeah, same. Well, I have a marksman.
A sniper, I think.
Wow. Some
here.
of you may have heard this story before. I have never heard this story.
Heck,
So-
this and it should give us the closest one.
There was a Spanish chicken farmer named Juan Pujol Garcia. He tried to become a spy for the MI5, M15, MI5,
MI5. British CIA, pretty much.
but they rejected him. He then applied to become a spy for the Little Mustache Man, who accepted him. They gave him an order to start a spy network in London, but instead he set up a shop in Lisbon. There he started feeding the commanders a bunch of horseshit intel based on publicly available newspapers and magazines. They were believable enough for the Little Mustache Men to accept it as truth, even though they were completely made up. Every once in a while, he would be confronted about bad intel. He'd blame it on one of his fictional subordinates and told his commanders he had rectified the problem. In one situation, he told the people that his subordinate had fallen ill and later died. A fake obituary was placed in the newspapers to back his story up. He even convinced them to pay a pension to the, again, fictional agent's widow. The MI5 became aware of his existence after they saw the Kriegsmarine waste considerable effort in hunting down a non-existing convoy based on Garcia's, again fake, intel. They enrolled him into their ranks, and that's when his bullshittery started getting serious. He was given the nickname Garbo in reference to the best actor in the world, Greta Garbo. Because the Little Mustache Men believed he was one of theirs, they even sent him an enigma to encode the messages he was sending them. It was promptly turned over to the code breakers at Bletchley Park. His most important work was on Operation Fortitude. He helped convince the High Command that the invasion of Normandy was a diversion. Officers believed a larger army was due to land in Calais. Is that how you say it? Calais, France. For his efforts, he was awarded the Iron Cross, authorized by the Mustache Man himself. Understandably, the medal was awarded via radio. He was then also given an MBE medal by the British King, making him one of the few people who received medals from both sides. He faked his death and fled to Venezuela after the war, where he then ran a bookshop. His secret identity was undiscovered until a journalist got interested in the story and managed to track him down in 1984. He managed to finagle the real name from a former spy and then found Garcia after literally calling every J. Garcia in the Barcelona phone book until he managed to get in contact with his nephew.
Wow. That's a fucking man right there.
That is pretty awesome.
That is pretty fucking epic.
I wonder if I could see them. Oh no.
Oh, I thought you were about to ask if you could do that. I was gonna have to explain to you that the Little Mustache Men are gone now. at least the formalized
Allegedly.
nation. The formalized nation is gone.
Yeah. All right, I don't see anybody else moving on the
Do we
ground.
wanna
I'm done
cancel
up
this
here.
contract?
There's a
They're
request to
super
cancel
far
the
away.
enemy contract. Confirm or deny.
I was holding B and nothing happened.
All right, what is the worst possible way to propose?
Hey, you want to get married? I ain't doing
Sorry,
shit on
I'm not
Saturday. What are you
Kind of
doing?
asleep.
Don't go down to the courthouse?
Proposing at your basic training graduation.
Oh, that's friggin' cringe. Oh my god.
I think there's a lot of bad ways to propose, but I feel like if you put in like a little bit of effort, a little bit of like sweetness, and
Enemy special
being
forces
personal,
here.
like I think that's all it doesn't have to be anything elaborate.
Enemy special
Although
forces
if
here.
you make something that looks like a trailer for a Star Wars movie and it's your proposal, that's pretty fucking awesome.
Is that a wink, wink, nudge, nudge?
No, I saw it on TikTok and I sent it to Alex and I go, I am not trying to say anything by sending this to you other than I think it's fucking cool.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
No, he's not, but he'd ask me to edit it and then I'd be like, oh.
Ultra One, be advised. Time expired. The contract was pulled. Ultra One, activity location. Stay
Can y'all
alert.
hear our dog losing his ever goddamn living mind downstairs?
Nope.
Not really. A lot of people are saying at other people's weddings is the worst way to
Oh
propose.
yeah.
Oh,
a
absolutely.
Shitty thing
Hang
to
on,
do.
no.
That's a surefire way to piss people off.
Yeah, that's terrible. I have the next worst way to propose, and Ashland's like
Marking
ROTC
contract.
friends actually thought I was going to do it, and that's proposing at a commissioning ceremony.
Dude, they had me thoroughly convinced, that you would talk to somebody and had it all planned out, and I was like, I don't think he's gonna do that. And a bunch of
Absolutely
the,
not.
I know, and thank you for not, but there was like
Working
so
enemy.
many people were like, oh no, it's all
That's a team.
planned out. Like,
That's a team.
we just wanted to let you know, like, he's gonna totally propose it.
No, I'm
And I
down
was
to.
like, why?
All right, comment 1 says at a funeral. Comment 2 says to the widow or widower. Comment 3 says to the deceased, I'll show myself out. Oh no.
Pretty sure I killed one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, wait. This one might actually be fun. Arrange a fancy date night with your girlfriend, including dinner at a posh restaurant. In the middle of the meal, fake a brain aneurysm, bite into a concealed blood
only got
pack,
30 rounds there, dude.
collapse and fall onto the floor, the whole bit. A doctor or nurse planted at an adjacent table rolls you onto your back, checks you, and says that you're not breathing and you have no pulse. He or she rips open your shirt to apply a defibrillator, revealing "Will you marry me?" written across your chest in red body paint. Pull out the ring and say, "I can't live without you, baby."
Oh god,
I
that's
got
terrible.
you.
How is that the worst? That's amazing.
It's terrible.
That would work
I
on me.
guarantee you get straight to the
100%.
dick.
Straight in the dick. You're done.
You just have to be really quick about it because you don't want the person to have time to start crying, because then, like, that's an awful, awful thing.
Yeah.
My aunt and uncle had this engagement.
Oh, I
Aunt
found
was
him.
in the shower. Uncle walks in and says to her, "You're marrying me, right?" They're still married, but have spent the last 20 years screaming at each other and whining about how fat they are.
Ooh, get fucked.
Do you have any plates in there? Because he stole all mine.
He did. He's got 2.
Alright.
And let me see what I got. Oh,
If you have any extras, give them over to Duck. He doesn't have any.
Alright, Doug, give me 1 second. Oh, I always hit the wrong fucking button. Here you go. Right here.
Yep.
Why'd that dude go for that? That seems so strange.
The faking death proposal or the player?
Just the player.
Oh.
Like, that seemed really dumb. Like, oh man, I'm down a teammate. Let me push 3.
Oh, I might have a good question.
And he was
for
talking
this
shit in
group.
chat too.
No, he wasn't talking to us. That was somebody else. I was watching that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, this question is military or ex-military? What are things you should know before enlisting that you don't get told by recruiters?
So I made my boss fucking die laughing the other day, right? Because one of the kids was like, hey, so when I go down to do my physical, what's all that entail? And I was like, all right, bro, so I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, man. It's pretty much like a sports physical, except for it's a little bit more in depth. And he's like, what you mean? I was like, bro, you gotta bend over and show your doctor your butthole.
Locations are marked on your attack map.
And he was like, what? I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, it's really just to make sure that you have one and that it's in the right spot. Because like there's some medical cases out there where people you know, are born without one, have to have one like surgically placed, or it is
How do you
in
make it
completely
to
the wrong spot.
18? How do you make it to 18 without knowing you don't have a butthole?
Well, no, I'm saying like the army or the military in general needs to make sure that you are a healthy specimen, and that disease, or not disease, but that I don't, it's not really a disorder condition. Yeah, that condition is not conducive for the health.
Wouldn't they have a colostomy bag?
Until they get one surgically made for them, yes.
Ultra One supply box secured. You're clear to.
Is that something you think that possible recruits would not want to tell you going in, and that's
Oh
why they
yeah,
have to tell-
absolutely.
Okay, I want to know how many people have been rejected from the army strictly on them not having a butthole. Yeah.
So
I
the
have
funny thing
no
is,
idea.
Ultra One, all contact
is like when you
secure.
actually
Good
do
work.
go up to get your physical, if you're a woman, they have to make sure that you have
Ultra One, you're
the
on
downstairs
Axville
lady
Street.
bit,
Stay safe.
because like I came in 10 years ago, and
This is a team. It's a team over here.
so they I was like the only female going through that like next day,
He's trying to selfie.
and the
Down.
jock was like some
Down. 2's inside.
Nope.
creepy old
Two
freaking
down.
like 85-year-old military doctor who
Was
like
it
should have
squad four?
retired 3
Next
years
side, next
ago.
side.
In the window.
Ultra One, a squad.
Down.
And it was super awkward. Like they just have to check that you got lady bit.
Sniper's down.
Back inside.
All right, so somebody commented on this. I want you to tell me if this is all true information, okay?
Okay.
Oh god.
1, if the promise isn't in writing, it doesn't exist and will not be honored. Recruiters will lie about the job you're going to get, the rank you're going to enter at, the rate of advancement, your eventual duty station, etc. Anything they say to convince you to join should be assumed to be a lie until you have a piece of paper in front of you saying it is so.
Factual.
Facts. Facts.
Recruiter never lied to me.
Oh my jeez. He beamed me, but I cracked him. Ah, damn it.
Damn.
Well, Alex doesn't lie to
Ultra
people
One,
either.
Copy that. Requesting medical for you now.
No, I tell everybody straight up, like what it is, what they're gonna be getting into.
Are you guys
Oh.
trying to plea or no?
Yeah, because we're on Axville Street.
All right, next one says, this also applies while you're in. Leadership will often make promises they have no intention of honoring.
Facts.
Facts.
I wouldn't say promises. Like, leadership is generally stupid, though. Like, I don't know.
You will be drug tested during basic training. One guy in my flight thought he'd be smart and smoke some weed after the piss test at MEPS, but before getting on the plane for basic, he was discharged.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like you get drug tested at MEPS, and then when you ship out, and you go to basic training, that's like one of the first things you do when you get to your
Yeah, when you
basic
get
training.
there. Yeah.
Your records will be lost. They give you a copy of them to keep with you because it happens so often. Do not lose your copy. If it's not documented, it didn't happen.
False.
Ultra One, an enemy operator.
Or
Everything
in
is
the
digitally
case-
backed
tag.
up.
We're tracking their location.
Yeah,
No,
it used to be that way.
Yeah.
I mean, when I went from National Guard to active duty, they my medical record didn't transfer, and then they'd given me like a CD, and they're like, "Hey, here's your full military like medical record to take with you." The CD was blank, and my
Ultra
name
One,
was
enemy
misspelled on the
operators
front of
have
it.
secured your squad mate's tag.
That's awesome.
We're tracking
Yeah.
their location on your tag.
No,
No, these guys ain't taking it. They're leaving us.
yeah. So, basically, I had this really crazy military instructor at AIT, and basically he was a staff sergeant, and he was giving people LOCs and LORs for being in the National Guard because they're not displaying excellence in everything we do, because excellence in everything we do would be going full active duty. So when I was leaving AIT, like, here's the thing, going from basic to AIT, you don't know any better anyways, that all that shit's bullshit, but like, it was all in our personnel files, and I was literally handed my personnel file, and I was just like, I'm gonna make these go away, because it was all paper copies, and I just threw them out. Yeah, I didn't tell anybody, and I just threw them out. Yeah.
We're going back to Vondel, by the way.
What's up?
We're going back to Vondel.
Nice.
Versus like now, if like you problem child, like coming into debate, like going on to like their first duty station, the instructors will straight up just call the command staff and be like, "Hey, just FYI, good luck."
Okay, so there's a question in this subreddit, and it says, bald bowling alley employees, how does it feel to stick your head in the ball shiner? And somebody responded and goes, ask golfers next.
Yeah, let me check out my missions. That's freaking great.
So my headset was switching over from the near field wireless to the Bluetooth, and all I heard was "stick your head in a ball shiner." What?
It said, bald bowling
pretty much
alley
got the
employees
gist of
of Reddit, what does it feel like to stick your head in a ball shiner? And then somebody responded and said, ask golfers next. Okay, you see a speed limit sign that says limit 65. How fast are you going?
80.
72.
75.
I'm in the work truck 72. If I'm in my car, 10 over.
If I'm in my work vehicle, I don't care. The cops out here don't mess with anything with government plates.
Work truck has a 40-foot trailer and is a 25-foot long 3500 pickup with the name of our company blasted all over it like a billboard.
Oh yeah. Mine just has government plates, and the cops out here don't mess with us at all.
My car is my work car.
My work van has so much GPS in it, it's not even funny. Like, they give us email updates all the freaking time. What's
Dude,
really funny is they allow us to speed. It won't register until you're 19 miles an hour over the speed limit. The problem is, in this general area, there's so many rapid speed changes that if you're doing the speed limit and not paying attention, like, the speed limit's 20 miles per hour slower in, you know, a couple miles. Like, I don't know. I hate it.
I found out that
We have GPS in all our trucks, but they report to me.
you're speeding in the truck and you just get a text, vehicle number 17 is speeding. Yeah, I know, I'm driving it.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
that's awesome. It's crazy though. The company I work for though, like even the higher ups, like even upper management, like there's a guy who's basically controls the entire wing out of like Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Vermont, down to Connecticut, and it's crazy. He can't drive a company vehicle because he speeds all the time. Alright, I started running randomly with no purpose.
Yeah, I'm headed south to away from this zone.
Yeah, let's grab this vehicle.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep running south because I'm taking contact. They're from NPCs. That's
Catch up with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Contact left, contact left.
It actually was contact left.
Boom. And
No,
I don't
but,
even have my glasses on.
I found out the other day that the Marines, their recruiters, I don't know, this looks like it's not.
Ultra One, enemy threat appears low
I found out
in
they
your
have
area.
cameras and GPS trackers in their vehicles, and they're on at all times. So, like, if they speed, the battalion commander gets a notification, and then they get a reprimand.
Damn.
That is the most Marine shit I've ever heard.
Okay, so I was really confused because this question said, what are your top 5 subs? And it was marked as NSFW. So I would go into it and the first comment is, turkey, chicken, pastrami, meatball subs are good too. I don't know, I'm not too picky.
Okay.
I'm usually a turkey and provolone cheese, mayonnaise, salt, pepper, and dill pickles.
I like any kind of like cold cut subs. I'm not a hot sub person.
See, I'm the
Oh, I
opposite.
hate. I feel like the only hot sub I actually ever really like thoroughly enjoyed in my life was the prime rib dip sub from Quiznos.
Oh yeah, I do like a good like French
Like
dip or
Frenchy
whatever you
dip.
call it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I also
To
have
me,
a
that's
strong
not-
cookie.
That's not really always
I
a
get it.
sub.
You are taking
I don't know. I don't think
effective
of it as a sub.
A lot of guys downstairs.
Yeah, I guess from what I was reading and everything, before he reinvented himself as Mr. Rogers, but
Like,
we're still up. But before he reinvented himself as Mr. Rogers,
Ooh.
High priority target. There's a bounty contract out for him. You just
I'm dropping ammo over here. I'm out.
Ammo here. We got a field upgrade
Coming to
active
you.
here.
I don't know what happened to mine. I think I just didn't equip it.
Of course, it's in this damn fucking down village area.
Fire department key.
somebody said Bob Ross.
Just, no.
Doesn't he have like some effed up stuff too?
Yeah, he's a
No,
serial
he just hated
killer.
being Bob Ross.
No, he's a serial killer. Every single one of his paintings is where he hit a body. Bob Ross is a serial killer.
I also heard that. I'm down.
You are taking effective fire.
Alright, I'm gonna do what I did last time, get up top and start picking them off, because apparently whenever I'm up top, they don't see me and don't really shoot at me,
Check around.
unless they're like across the street.
I thought I had the revive gun.
Remember we did an exfil that last time, we got fucking clapped.
No. I picked one up this time.
Oh, somebody said Alex Trebek. I think that's a pretty good one. Most people generally like him.
I thought he had some messed up past too.
Oh my god, what? I think y'all need to stay off conspiracy talk.
Yeah, I think that's right.
That's not a thing for me right now. I have nothing on.
Oh, he's Canadian? Never mind. No.
Yeah, Trebek's Canadian.
He's controversial.
Oh, that's a nade.
Ah, nice catch, though.
Fire!
Alright, do we want to do the stronghold right here?
That target may have been a high priority.
I'm just trying to survive, bro.
Your payment.
Yeah, seriously, they are coming in hot. Even now.
Alright, this question says, which country has the best food you've ever eaten? And I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's America.
South Korea.
Ultra One, the
I
enemy
haven't been to
attack
any
helo
other
is
country,
moving in
so it
your
has to be
direction.
America. I don't think I ate when I went to Canada, and if I did, it would have been like out of Niagara Falls, so probably wouldn't have tasted that good.
Do the enemy use those targeting fucking scanner grenades?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I just wasn't sure if we were getting pinged by a
Almost
player
done with that
now.
reload.
I got you.
Yeah, I guess there was just a little spike in the lag or whatever on our back up and running now. Thanks.
Yeah, it got really bad and then it dropped for a second, then it came right
Yeah.
back.
It also could be the weather because it's supposed to be getting pretty crap here late in a little bit. I got a notification on my
Gotcha.
phone about it.
Alright,
Oh.
I'm opening up the stronghold.
All right, yeah, because I think the chest is inside it that we
Ultra One,
need.
a squad mate is
Oh,
down. You are
jeez.
taking
Fuck
effective
me.
fire.
Not working out for you?
No, that was a mistake.
What? Okay, so this question is, what's something that's easier done than said?
I'm clear. Easier done than what?
Easier done than said. So the common phrase is easier said than done. So what is something that's easier done than said? And the first person's response, I think I can say
Doug,
this on YouTube.
leave the area. Leave the area.
I think I can say this on YouTube, but it says FAP. Have you ever told anyone that you did? And then the next person said, I had a bad accident when I was a teenager, so I had to involve my mother in this.
What?
But the one I said, what? It says taking 6-speed manual transmission and making it have 7 neutrals.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't know how to drive a stick, that'll definitely do it.
But I don't, because there's not 7 neutrals.
Ultra One, a
Well, no,
squad
it's a
mate is
6-speed,
down.
so you
are
have
taking
6
effective fire.
speeds and 1 neutral.
I'm getting stomped out here.
Yeah.
So you just destroy those and you add 6 more neutrals.
He burnt every gear of the transmission is what he's trying to
You are
say.
taking
Yeah.
effective fire.
Oh, guys, I leave you for 2 seconds. Both of y'all are down.
Trying to
I
get
didn't realize you guys left this area.
I said we need to unask the AO.
Ultra One, supply box secured. You're clear to
I
proceed
did
to
not
the next
hear you.
objective.
I'm sitting here like holding my ground like, where are you guys?
I go, we need to unask the
There's like
AO.
a gazillion fucking people out there right now.
Yeah, when I popped that UAV and I saw all that shit, I was like, nah. All right, I'm gonna go. Oh, fuck, they're all outside this building too.
Fuck, I'm out of ammo.
scared.
God damn it.
I was like, with the power of friendship, we can do this. But then my friends left.
Yeah, once we can clear out a little bit of our area and start working our way back towards you, but we got 2 fucking birds coming in to drop.
Yep, I gotcha.
So I'm gonna go
They're
get
all
this
gonna be
last
armored.
one real quick. Pick up that selfie because I'm gonna need it for this fucking rescue mission.
Nice work.
Okay, is there something going on where a bunch of orca whales are attacking boats?
Yes.
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 Like, apparently it's running completely rampant, but orcas, being super smart, are disabling yachts. Like, all over the place.
Yep.
They've had enough.
I've not heard anything about this. But this question says, with all the recent attacks on boats, are you Team Orca, and why?
Ultra One, squad member.
I mean,
Revive.
I don't know.
Wait,
What?
where's the T-bell now that I got some time to eat?
It's in the microwave.
Hell yeah.
So somebody said, I remember hearing that a mother orca was struck by a propeller, and that event is assumed to have caused the attacks. This is justified retaliation, and I'm 100% team orca. And then somebody said, we've made a dire mistake in killing the orca queen, Big Mama Orca. The last time this happened, the orcas held a grudge for over 1,000 years.
I wonder if orcas took out the sub. That'd be pretty funny.
Maybe.
Well, not funny, but
Ow. The sub took out the
Funny,
sub.
weird, not funny. Haha.
What problems do you wish you had?
Too much money.
Yeah, too much money, like too many people subscribing to us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Property taxes.
That dude just came in the back door, ran right past us. We got a whole squad entering the back door.
Oh, do you now?
Oh yeah, they're all entering your back door.
You're in the same house as me, bro.
They're just checking to make sure you have a butthole, Alex.
I
Yeah,
do.
you gotta show it to the doctor.
I have. 10 years ago.
They just gotta double check.
Oh yeah, how about the
Showed Danny
problem
I
of
know
like,
as a doctor.
I keep eating and eating, but I don't gain any weight? That would be a nice problem to have.
Shooting the shield guys in the hand, and it's killing them.
Somebody on that one said, somebody on that one said, I wish that my problem was that an orca just sunk my yacht.
You sunk my battleship.
All right, Billy, we're moving in towards you.
Enemy threat is high in the area.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
For his taco.
Alright, first off, do you know me? Because I've already eaten 3.
Did you even use any of the Diablo sauce?
There was no time.
Ow.
I'm very scared of this question.
Oh,
This is,
stuck behind you. He dropped me.
this looks like,
No, he got me too.
You are taking effective
this looks
fire.
like it should be in like a class of, what is it called? Not classifieds, but like the people wanting to meet up with each other.
Misconnections.
Personals, yeah. It says any girls in Miami who wants to meet a handsome Asian man from Texas. And then it says it's spoiler and not safe for work, so I don't think I want to click on it.
All right, so real quick though, I do think
want
that's
that
gonna
to be my
do it
first
for
world
this
problem.
stream. I know the topics were getting hot and heavy, but we've been live for coming up on 3 hours now, so I do appreciate everybody joining to watch and tune in, and appreciate everybody having some fun with this pretty good start to the DMZ. I don't know about those last 2 matches though.
We were killing it for a while, man.
Yeah, we ran into that
That's
one
some
team.
great games.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the beginning there, we
So
were.
does that mean I get to say Kayla you bye?
Yeah. So thanks for tuning in. Make sure your notifications are turned on for our channel so you get notified next time we go live, and it actually starts showing on the first try.
Yeah.
Unlike today.
Hit subscribe down there, or over there, or over there, or up there, wherever it is.
Yeah. And then go watch our videos. Let us know what you think. All right. So without further ado, okay, love you. Bye.